on Slapdash, looks like they've opted to play that map first here on the Pendragon servers where we're at. Still missing a few EXE guys. Pen's got 15 on the server, and EXE only 11 right now. But over here on the Storm side, which is the side that EXE will have, Pen's over there on Inferno. Talk about Slapdash here for a little bit. Very, very old map. First came out, of course, with T2. Updated for the X-Pack, they made the flight ceiling a little bit higher, so it wasn't quite as low. There's actually a few mountains, I think, on Slapdash that were taller than the flight ceiling that you couldn't go over in Shrikes or Bombers. But anyway, Slapdash, one of the most enjoyable vehicle maps, in my opinion, and one of the best maps in Tribes 2. I've always had a lot of fun on this map. I don't know why, but I have just always really enjoyed it, and that's just the way things have been since, since it started. So Slapdash, I had to say, personally, I do prefer the Storm side on Slapdash, just mainly because of the location of the terrain around the flags, and I like having that nice big hill and the narrow path there in front of the flags, and I think that helps block off some cap or escape routes. Other than that, the map's fairly similar. The AA turret and sensor, I think, are also in slightly better position. Well, it defaults to missiles, not AA, but often changed out to AA. Slightly better positions to assist on the flag right there. That sensor way over there, though, completely useless, and goes down fast and really doesn't provide that much bonus. If in case you didn't know, the deployable pulse sensors in Classic actually have the same detection radius as one of these medium base pulse sensors. These things right here, those are called medium base pulse sensors. There's a large and a small model. This is the, or I should say a large and a medium. This is the medium model, and due to some changes in Classic, the deployable pulse sensors now do match the medium base pulse sensors in range. The large ones, though, still have considerable more range than either the deployable or the mediums. But back over here towards the Slapdash base, everybody knows there's 2 sentry turrets, one on the invents, one near the gens, and 2 generators. And over here on the V-pad, it is wide open, and there are plenty of positions all around this V-pad for spam, and Bomber is also another favorite, and just some general Shrike flybys, also very powerful. So one of the tactics you will always see used on Slapdash, mainly because Slapdash really isn't the most ski-friendly map, especially now in the Classic with the terrain that's still somewhat flat, has a little bit prone to the skiing bug, but Slapdash has always been a bit of a vehicle map, and while cappers can often get back home on foot, they don't need a vehicle, escort to get away necessarily. Vehicles for the offense and even Shrikes for defense and the MPB for defense are very, very important. But the main problem is that there's a considerable distance between that V-pad and that flag area. Also, all the spawn points are right back there, none near the flag area, and I think that's what keeps Slapdash so interesting and intriguing, is the fact that it's a very split nature defensively. You got to really come out from the base in order to defend the flag, so you got to spread your resources a little thin. Either got to defend the base, or you got to defend the flag, and we also got to guard the V-pad a little bit. The gens or the V-pad go down, you're going to be hurting, and you've also got to keep the flag covered, keep the MPB up around the flag. It can be really hard to get that MPB back out there if the MPB goes down, and this map has a ton of strategies. I've seen tanks used on this effectively. I've seen Havocs, according, from what Core pulled off last week. They just brought a Havoc full of lights over here, a lot of them with shield packs, and they just dueled the flag area and controlled it via that. They just out-dueled all the light defense and kept that under control like that, since, again, the nature of the split spawn means that the defense has to come out to the flag area. They had a couple lights just camping there waiting for guys to come out after they killed them, and then just, dueled them down for a couple minutes, and kept the flag area from getting any defenses or MPBs or inventories or turrets set up. So a lot of things can work on this map. Bombers, of course, always very popular, both for clearing the flag stand and for taking out the V-pad. And, a lot of guys like to eject and usually medium shield and go for the gens here, but I've seen spam on the gens. Believe it or not, yes, you can spam the gens down on this map just like the V-pad. It's a difficult angle, but if you get it right here against this wall, you notice you can see out through that little doorway. That means that a mortar can fly through that doorway, hit this back wall, and damage that generator, and potentially take it out. So there's always the opportunity, if you can get a hoe way the heck back there, to spam on the gens. I really don't think that's the most useful place for a heavy offense to be, since he has to go a considerable distance to get behind the enemy base just to spam it down, but whatever works. So that pretty much concludes most of the pre-match discussion for the map. Still missing some EXE players. Let's see if they got an Observer. Hopefully those are both the EXE players and Observer. That'll bring them up to 13, and they're still one shy. But Slapdash, I think the flags are like 1,053 meters apart, something along those lines. And I think that's one of the most ideal distances for a map size in T2, both Classic Base and Base Plus Plus. It's not big like Reversion, which I think is 1,500, and it's not tiny like some maps where it's like, 300, 400, 500, 600 meters away. So there's still a bit of chasing possible. Although Classic, if you have a good cap route, you can really come off this flag stand. I've seen several routes that just come off this flag stand hop over to this like ridge line right here. This is for the storm side. Usually hit some of these hills or something along those lines, and it's on a nice little bull route there, and this will whip you right back across this part of the map, and you'll hopefully clear this hill or come over here to the side where you can ski down to it and come right back down, and you're back to the flag stand. Cap times are actually still fairly low in Classic if you get off the flag stand without any problems, but if you don't, you're still going to be in a world of hurt, because getting a good, nice, everyone, you know, getting, as in Classic, getting a lot of speed off the flag stand is very conductive to caps, and we'll see how much light offense pressure. That is one of the other tactics I have seen employed on Slapdash, is actually not light offense around the flag stand, but a considerable amount hanging on the, I don't know, I want to say the limbs and the hills, and waiting in the weeds and just sitting back from a fair distance and doing a little O sniping and disc spamming, maybe some nade spam if they can get up high enough and get enough, or get it close enough, and just sitting back here harassing the light defense, preventing them from stopping the capper, and all the capper then has to do is get the flag out a couple hundred meters, I don't know, I'd say usually right about here, or a little bit away from the flag stand area, and then they just swarm it with escorts on foot, and they just try to pick up the flag and rally it, or relay it back all the way to their flag stand. Chain Gun leaving the game. EXC's up to 12 players. Pendragon has 13, so this should get started up soon, guys. That's all the pre-match discussion for Slapdash that I really had to talk about. Not a whole lot of surprises left on a map like Slapdash, unless you're going to be doing something crazy like Corded and bring out a Havoc full of lights. But there's still just plenty of strategic options to use on this match, and it's always fun for me to watch a map like this to see what our team's going to use and where are they going to attack. So with that, I'm going to crank the music back up and just let it slide for a few minutes, because it looks like EXC and Penn still have a few things to work out. EXC up to 13, Penn's got their 14, waiting on one more player for EXC to get up to their full roster. Starting. 1 sec, I got to get my audio settings and everything cranked up to the correct levels. Okay, things look like they're pretty good on my end. 15 seconds until it starts. I'm going to give a rundown of some of the rosters. 1 sec. Will not be able to talk to you guys after this, so please don't PM me unless there's a serious problem. Rundown again on the rosters, voice-wise. As soon as the countdown finishes, rewatch. It'll reorganize the rosters the second it starts. Looks like they're going to play 13 versus 13. On Storm, it is the Unhandled Exceptions. Bruce Lee, Arnie, Grad, Codeman, Shaman, Killbox, Freaky, Shola, Humpstuff, Arsenic, Orion, Chain Gun, and Nebok. Over on Inferno, it is Pendragon, Varkas, Mason the Fist, Munkus, Arvid, Anchorage, Psychotic, Just Dragon Reborn, Shaggy, Kobe Tai, and then Irish 5-7, Kesh, and Biggs. Looks like we're over here on the Inferno side, so that's the Pendragon side. They're getting a bomber going right off the bat, a second bomber already going. Do they have the MPB out by the flag? No, indeed they don't. Just a deployable inventory station, but a bomber in the air, second one on its way. Shrike's going out to escort it, and I'm going to follow this bomber over here in from the Pendragon side real quick. There we go. Locked onto that bomber. It's got Anchorage and one other player into it. I'm going to stay locked into that for just 1 second as it flies across the skies. No incoming offense that I can see as we cruise past the Inferno flag stand, but there is a mortar flying out from maybe a tail gunner spot. Shrike's dueling it out, and some bombers making some runs. MPB looks like it just exploded over here on the Storm flag stand. Bomber clips the side of the building there a little bit, loses a lot of energy, but got a grab already. Pick up Arvid as he comes in after the bomber. Clear, where are you? Arvid, come on. There we go. Arvid picked up the flag. He's got a Shrike in him already. Took a lot of damage coming off the flag stand. One striker directly behind him. He's down deep into the red. Coming back over the last ridge line, really. There's his flag stand already within visual range. Looks like it's getting attacked by some heavy offense. He tosses the flag as he clears the hill line, getting sniper line of sight. Tries to pass it off to a teammate. Picked up there by the farmer. Farmer destroyed on the flag stand. Loses it. Flag is taken away by Arsenic for the Unhandled Exceptions. He's got almost full health here coming off the flag stand. Back over here to Irish 57. He fishes the flag out of the front hill. Has the enemy flag on his back. And in the meantime, Arsenic has totally slipped away with the Pendragon flag stand. So both teams now away with the enemy flag and have it back to their base. Bomber being bottom, getting a little bit of a vehicle observer HUD ownage right there. But Arsenic has already come back to his side. He's still got most of his health. Hasn't really been touched since he got the flag. No chasing on him whatsoever. Shrike coming in for a rundown. Not finding a whole lot of love. But where are you, Irish 5-7? Irish 5-7's in a heavy with a shield pack. Looks like he's going to be retreating indoors with that flag, or maybe taking it out to the flag stand. Not sure, but it looks like Irish 5-7 going to take that flag out to the flag stand, and Hoff gear is what it looks like. There's no MPB out there. He's picked up in a bad spot. Doesn't have much juice. Takes a Mindus. About to go down. He's down to a tiny sliver of red now. Irish 5-7 get back on him. Irish 5-7, they're taking out just a tiny bit. He loses the flag. Picked up there by Dragon Reborn. I apologize for the switchover. It looks like I'm getting owned by the bomber, unfortunately. It's constantly switching over to lock me onto it when players jump out of it. But some grenades coming in on Dragon Reborn now. He takes a little bit of incidental damage, but not a whole lot, and retreating back now towards the flag here. Let's pick up Arsenic on the other side. Arsenic's taking, and I get locked back on the bomber. Arsenic over here in the backfield, spiking it off to teammate Shaman. Shaman here bouncing around once again. Let's see, they're still playing 13 versus 13. Sage Death for Pendragon. Looks like he was supposed to rejoin and actually make EXE play down a man, but otherwise looks like they're just going to go straight up for 13 versus 13 for a while. But both teams' bases are looking pretty good. I haven't seen any vehicle pad outage, and I haven't seen any gen outage. Looks like a sentry turret got destroyed there, so it looks like I got hammered a little bit. But if the gens or V-pad were offline, they weren't offline for very long. EXE has them back up already. Maybe a little bit of Shrike harassing. Look, there we go. Incoming bomber. Players ejecting it, ejecting from an alliance. Looks like they're going for the flag carrier. On the other side over here, this is Dragon Reborn. He's hiding inside medium shield. Shola outside. I'm sorry, not Shola. Oh yeah, it was passed off to Shola. Shola here outside, taking a little bit of pain. Uses his repair kit. He's back up to the green. Run down there. Shola taken out by Mason the Fist, I think it was. Just completely screamed and run over and by the Shrike, picked up there by Arnie. Arnie getting bounced around by a lot of discs, down to less than half of his life. Shrike, now I get locked over again. I'm getting owned totally by the vehicle bug on this map. But Arnie here getting bounced around by discs and chain gun fire. He's down to a tiny sliver, does not have anything, no pack, nothing. Now comes out, looks like his team is beaten back. All the infiltrators, heads on inside to get suited up. Pick up Dragon Reborn on the other side. He's still inside. Heavy mortars exploding from the outside. Heavy there in the backfield, and once again getting owned by the bombers getting bought. Fortunately, guys, sorry about that. There's not much I can do to prevent that. It just happens on some maps and some servers. But Arnie here hanging around in the backfield, and Dragon Reborn still medium shielding it over by his base. Flag standoff, guys, took, I think, less than 2 minutes to get into here on Slapdash, and I get picking up on some more people as they buy vehicles. Arnie here still playing it outside, and on the other side, Dragon Reborn still opting it to keep it inside. And Ogre has left the game. He was saying, "Team me, please." I don't know which team he's for, but it looks like it would have to be from Storm. There's now a lot of people in observer mode, so some players need to get team there. Minion joining the Pendragon team, so they actually have a 2-man advantage right now. There's 2 people in observer mode that are probably saying, team me and put me on the correct team. Jive, I don't know. Let me hang on. Let me see if I have admin. It can help these guys out. I don't think I do. There's not much. Let's see. I do have admin. Let me team some of these guys real quick. See who these guys are. Grad, Ogre. I don't know what team he's supposed to be on. Storm, I guess. Well, sorry. Looks like they're getting him right now. Team Ogre. Grad says Ogre says team me to Storm. I'm going to do that for him. Well, never mind. They beat me to it. Nordramor taking a break there to try to do some admin work, but they got it resolved without me, so that's good. Looks like we should be up to 14 versus 14. There we go. Finally, up to 14 versus 14. Dragon Reborn and Arnie here panning around. Arnie here just dancing out here in the midfield. He's got one escorter right next to him. It is, see if I can get it, it's Hump Stuff. And over here, well, look, get locked onto a vehicle as it explodes. This Dragon Reborn is just, just waiting there indoors. Arnie has a drop on the other side, taken out by a tank mortar shot from Shaggy1, and returned by Shaggy1. Shaggy's killed by a missile turret a second later, but got the return. I wasn't on him. Grabbed by Grad, though. He just comes into the game, snags it in a cloak pack of all things. Grabs the flag in a cloaker, has very little juice or speed. He is taken out not far from the flag stand, and the flag is dropped, and I am just getting totally owned by observers locking me onto vehicles, but the flag will be returned. Charging the stand is Dragon Reborn. He's still in a medium shield, did not have to switch out of it. He's going straight for that flag stand. There's Shrikes, there's heavies all over it. Dragon Reborn cutting a path through it to the flag stand, gets the cap right as mortars land behind him from some heavy offense. But cap 1-0 now in favor of Pendragons here on the first map, Slapdash, and the teams have been evened up. MPB under some serious pressure here. Mortars and mines looks like flying at it from enemy offense, but the MPB just absolutely smoking, and I get panned over to a mess load of players jumping at bombers. Again, I apologize, guys. I'm just getting whipped around by people buying vehicles by a glitch in the observer HUD. Mason the Fist has it grabbed, and there we go. Vark is buying a Shrike. I get locked on him, and here we go. Mason the Fist here with the flag. He's off the flag stand into the air. Shrike trying to come on from behind him, knock him. They got him knocked down. He takes a little bit of a skiing gnome damage. The skiing gnomes just come out of the ground right there and totally owned Mason the Fist. He tries to pass it off, but can only throw it to himself. It's sliding down the hill, and I get locked onto a bomber as it gets returned by Hump Stuff. Grad here is jumping out of a Shrike, looks like, coming back. Shrike comes in for the rundown. No, it was too high. Grad here coming back with nearly full health with a lot of speed, not a whole lot of energy right now, but cruising back home very comfortably. Shrike coming in from the rundown. Shrike blows up. Grad still going. He's coming straight down to the stand for it. Hits it, gets the cap. 18-second route on Slapdash for Grad as an incoming bomber locks me onto the capper, ejecting from a bomber to try to pick up that flag, and on the other side, Anchorage has a grab as well. I'm sorry, that was Jive that just got missiled up the keister, and Anchorage here has a snag, takes a nade in the back that sends him flying, a little bit of chain gun fire follow-up, finishes him off, and I get locked onto Varkas once again. Varkas is just absolutely owning me. I'd leave and rejoin the server, but I had to start a new stream on T2 TV perhaps to do that. Don't worry about it too much, though. I apologize, guys, that it's being so mean. Right now we got to grab Freaky here, coming in doing a back-to-front, just like Grad was here, and the score tied up now 1-1. Freaky here coming back with it, and a chain gun fire all behind him. He's down to a tiny sliver of red, doesn't have as much speed as Grad did coming off the flag stand, and incoming Striker ejects and goes for him to try to beat Freaky to the flag stand. Freaky flag taken there by Varkas, who jumps out of his Shrite and forces me to lock onto him. Freaky here coming back, needs some help, loses the flag, dies in a gully there, and picked up by teammate Shola. Shola here with the flag, retreating back up the hill. He's got a fair bit of health there, and a lot of vehicles flying around him. Looks like a bomber. Let's go pick up Varkas on the other side. Varkas here tosses the flag off, chunking it, trying to get to a teammate, but instead it slides down the hill and into the valley there next to the plant, where it hasn't been picked up at all. There we go. Minion's going to get a hand of it. Shola there charges the stand, but doesn't get it. Minion's going for a vehicle taken out on the side of the hill, loses the flag stand, returned by it was returned by Arsenic, and Shola was waiting for the cap. 2-1, and the Unhandled Exceptions have turned this around, and it's now 21-21 remaining on the clock, so still plenty of time for either team to walk away with it. Cap out on Slapdash is 6, and it might get to that. Well, who knows? 1 sec. Though it's a little dry here this evening, but now watching the Storm Unhandled Exception flag stand, they've got their MPV parked out fairly closely. They're leaving it up as a missile turret right now. Up here, they're sticking with the missile turret on top of the base as well. Bomber pieces scattered around the base would probably indicate that maybe a raping crew was just in here. They're repairing the sentry turret, and let's see, the gens look okay. Everything's powered and whatnot. Sentry turret down below is on operational as well. Don't see a whole lot. Well, there's a deployable by the VPAT, so not a whole lot of vehicle pad pressure being applied by Pendragon. Mason the Fist, grab. He gets mine dissed off the flag stand. Incoming capper, maybe going for the flag, trying to find it. Nah, doesn't look like anybody really managed to get too far with it. Anyway, incoming LD. Now it looks like some Ho. There we go. Incoming Ho skis right into the flags in there and gets stuck. Now dumping mortars and mines on that MPV, trying to take it out. Where's he going? He got caught around behind. MPV takes a little bit of pain, but still alive. Bomber exploding there in the distance as it manages to get a few bombs pretty close to the MPV, but not quite close enough. Somebody trying to chain down that MPV now, looks like. Putting a lot of chain gun fire, getting bounced around over here. Let's pick up some action on the Inferno flag stand. We'll watch Bruce Lee for just 1 second. Bruce Lee going out here doing some Ho work and just hopping his way along. Looks like he's cresting over the hills here, and let's go check out and see what's up on the Inferno flag stand. Inferno flag stand, they're tossing some flares for that MPV, but it's still looking pretty good, as it just, they've switched out to a plasma turret. I'm not opting to, go for that missile, and Irish 5-7 actually in his Hoff gear now, hanging right here by the flag stand, and missile turret up there in the back, and it looks like, was that a Shrike, and maybe, or somebody duking it out back there. Maybe it's one of the Pendragon Shrikers, probably maybe Varkas. Yeah, it's indeed Varkas, the man who we've all come to know and love, thanks to a whole ton of Shrike observer bugs, but we got to grab by Arvid, but Arvid here with the flag trying to disjump away with it, gets popped up into the sky. He's got a little less than a third, and an easy snipe shot as he gets high up into that sky, and flag sliding back down into the hands of a teammate who's waiting there for the escort. It's Dragon Reborn. Dragon Reborn's halfway dead. Shrike explodes behind him. He's chunking flares. Disc exploding right behind him, sends him a little bit reeling, but still enough health to keep going. Freaky's got a grab, trying to save at the last second. Mortar on Dragon Reborn from Codeman, and it's going to get returned by Killbox. Killbox has the return. Freaky's bouncing way up high into the sky here with the flag, and Freaky here still going, bouncing off the ground. Freaky here strikes behind him. Not sure how many are friendly. That was a hostile one going for the rundown. Misses, explodes on the ground beneath him. Freaky here coming back home with just a little bit of health, and his flag is grabbed by Arvid. Arvid here now already back, beats Freaky back to his own flag stand, picks up the flag, but is going off into the middle of nowhere with it. Doesn't have much of a route, just kind of hugging the flat terrain. Shrike coming in for the rundown. He opts, looks like for a disc jump there. Pops himself up. He had his repair kit, didn't take any pain on the flag stand. Freaky is down. Freaky picks up his own flag, and coming back past him of his own team's Ho, and looks like a midfielder there. He's bouncing up the hillside, coming back. A Shrike tailing him the whole way. One Shrike blows up behind him, and there's still one more back up there. Looks like it's coming for the rundown, misses. He's still got chasers on him. They're right there next to him. Looks like he might have gotten body blocked there and come to a dead stop as several Storm players catch up with him and they get taken out. But Arvid here just continuing back nonetheless. Arvid now getting body blocked by teammate, chunks it off to his friend Just here with the flag stand. He's getting popped around by some discs and taken out where lots of disc action on him. And flag now in position. Well, let's see, we've got a return there. That was by Jive. Freaky going to the stand for the cap, 3-0. And flag has been returned and capped. 3-1 up. And hang on one sec, guys. I gotta check something. I got a suspicion that somebody in my house is running some programs that are using up a bit of bandwidth, so I'm getting them to close it down. I apologize for that delay there real quick. Anyway, back here on the flag stand, and things are a little quiet. No, not really. Over by the flag stand, it's off. Got knocked off, knocked into one of the ditches, trying to find out where it went. But it's secured on the field. They're going to return it. That's going to be Arnie. Going to get that back on. 3-1, again, still in favor of the Unhandled Exceptions here on the map. Check out the backfield of the Unhandled Exceptions. Not a whole lot going on back there. V-pads up, inventory station by the V-pad, generators online, sentry turrets up. They got a man in the gens over there. Let's head over to the Inferno side and see what we can pick up. Well, there's Varkas. Everybody knows him. And Mason the Fist here heading out, probably get it set up for her. He's been making a couple grabs. Incoming fully loaded bomber cruising past that flag stand. Takes a bunch of missiles, goes down. Crew ejects. Bombs do land on the flag stand. There comes the capper. It's Arvid again. Arvid here comes off from a Shrike. He's got a Shrike already on him. He's got 2 chainers, maybe 3 in the background. They're trying to get some nades on him now as he's bouncing across the midfield ravine. And coming back, Arvid, Shrike left by him. Looks like a teammate might have stolen it almost. But Arvid here coming back with it. No energy, fair bit of health. Coming back for the Pendragons over the hill line. Somebody bailing out. Shrike run down from in front. Looks like it misses and just stops dead on him. But Arvid here bouncing back slowly with it. I'm lagging a lot, guys. And flag will be capped by Arvid. A nice little cowboy cap there. 3-2 is the score. And who we got here? We got Grad. Grad here with the flag stand. He's in the backfield and picked it up off the Inferno flag stand and charged straight back into their backfield. Now just jumping to try to get back just to the flag stand. Tiny, tiny sliver of red and takes some pain and goes down, loses that flag. Let's see who we got over here on the other side. We've got Codeman. Codeman here getting ready for go out with an ammo pack. Not sure what that's about. But they got 2 heavies. One look like 2 Hoffs over here on the flag stand. I want to say Bruce Lee and Heinebaka as the MPB just now getting back into position over here on the EXC side that's been down for a bit. Looks like they were going for some bombing / hope pressure. Pendragon's trying to knock that down. Looks like a little bit of blind mortar spam flying across the map. And let's pick up some people on the other side and see how the flag stand over in Inferno's doing. Been watching the Storm one quite a bit so far this map. 15:35 remaining, approaching the halfway mark. It's 3-2, still anyone's ball game. And who we got? Plasma turn on the MPB, a little bit more removed from the flag stand than I normally see it. But Arvid has a grab. Freaky grabs a second later. Arvid coming in, Shrike's going for the rundowns. No, they all miss. Freaky's down first. Freaky chained down by Just, and Arvid coming. Ryotalog has left the game for the Unhandled Exceptions. Shrike explodes underneath Arvid, hops right over it. His flag's not on the stand. It's returned a second too late. He's destroyed by a missile off the flag stand. Scramble for the flag. Picked up by Just. Just charges. The stand gets the cap. 3-3, and it's been tied up at the halfway mark, and someone's going to cap out with 1 second remaining at the current pace of caps. But Shola here picks up the flag. He's chained down, loses the flag right into the front ravine in front of the Inferno flag stand, just sitting down the gulch. Grenades from up top indicate somebody might be trying to defend it or go for it. But flag down there looks like it's been secured by the light defense. We'll monitor the flag over here a little bit. Bomber there looks like going out from the Pendragon side, getting picked up by a Shrike already. It gets missile down. Bomber continues on its way. Several Shrikes just, well, one of them just being left out there. Somebody eject from a Shrike. Here comes some mortar spam. They're going for the MPB now. They've got the mortars directly locked onto the MPB, and they're just hammering away on it right now. LD now scrambling out to go get it. You can see at least one of them over there now making his play to try to stop that hoe, and they're taking some pressure over there on the far hillside as the mortars keep coming. At least one more on it, but it not really puncturing the shields. The MPV is not smoking it. A little Shrike pressure right now would probably finish it off, but it looks like Just is going to get some repair work on it and get it back up to enough health to survive any more assault. Back here, I still got the missile turret up. Backfield over here on the Inferno side looking pretty good. 2 incoming Shrikes. Shrikers coming out, maybe one going for the grab. Indeed, there's the follow-up. First man was a decoy, but Grad there looks like ejects a little low and smacks into the flag stand and misses. Grad here now looks like maybe hanging around the periphery, looking to make a disrupt for a follow-up capper, but no opts to go in. Retreats. Looks like the defense did not see him. He comes back onto the flag stand, gets dissed off it, and is cruising along home. Might take a little bit of fall damage here. Does so, but still enough health. Still moving on his way back. Passes up an enemy heavy offense as he cruises. Chunks the flag to a teammate, and Grad there, for coming from an almost standstill, almost managed to slip the whole way home with it. Arsenic picks it up though, and coming back to the flag stand. MPB destroyed in front of him. Did he just kill somebody? Yes, Arsenic on the way back. Shock Lance's Shaggy 1 takes him out, but his flag is off the stand. Arvid has it. Arvid's almost the whole way home. He's in bad shape though. Coming back to the flag stand, skiing right past it, and he takes a stop. Turns around, looks like he's up in the air. I thought he was going to go for the MPB to get healed up. Destroyed by some grenades. Just picks it up though, and just it jumps into a Shrike, maybe accidentally there, I think. But now he's in a Shrike with the Storm flag. The Shrike is smoking like crazy and is almost destroyed. It's picked up by an enemy Shrike, and He bails out, goes for the inventory stations to get inside, finds a deployable one outside, grabs an E-Pack, and partially heals himself up, and I'm bouncing around a little bit. Jive has left the game. Who we got? 13 versus 14, and EXE is just having terrible problems keeping players in this game right now. And Jive leaving the game now, so EXE having to play down a man, Just and Arkness. Yeah, Just and Arkness. Lunar Warrior, I don't know what's the problem, but anyway, here, just watch Just and Arsenic, see what's up. Well, Arsenic just inside, and Arsenic is outside. Looks like people are having some problems buffering. I apologize, guys. I don't know what the server settings are right now, at least as packet client rate, but we're watching Arsenic as he plays around by the flag stand. Let's pick up Just on the other side. Just here hanging around on the lower floor level. Not seeing a whole lot of action, but let's see what's up. Looks like Ryodolog's rejoining the game for the Unhandled Exceptions out here by the Inferno flag stand. Things going a little slow as this flag standoff, getting into yet another one here. A little under 12 minutes remaining now. Who's this playing heavy defense over there? That is Kobe Tai. And so, let's see who's out over here. Heine Baka, looks like the Storm Hoff has pulled up and is now defending from the top hill there. Then the flag secured. Let's see, where are you, Arsenic? Well, Arsenic has retreated indoors as well. Bruce Lee leaves the game. Ryodolog leaves the game. Looks like EXE is just having some terrible problems keeping people to stay on the server. Maybe suffering from some plagues of their own name. The Unhandled Exceptions really getting a hold of them. Justin Shola here, just cruising around. Sorry, that's Shola. He's outside right now. Bruce Lee rejoins the game. Just here inside, just camping in heavy with the shield pack. Both teams tied it up 3-3. Discs incoming on Shola. He's taking some pain from one chaser, getting bounced, pushed back towards the side of his base, dangerously caught up against the side of the slapdash base there. Now gets, was that M8 or I'm not sure, but taken out there, loses the flag. Teammate immediately comes over to pick it up though. They were all over the light offense player there and quickly took him out, but it's Shaman here now at the flag, and Ryodolog leaves the game once again and just having some mad problems. And who we got over here? Just inside the base. Pull out and we'll look around and see what's going on over here. Just not a whole lot going on in the meantime, so things looking a little bit quiet. Let's pick up somebody over on the other side. We got Shaman, we got Just, and things sound like a satchel charge I thought I heard. I'm looking for that satchel charge maybe. Not sure where that satchel charge is. Looking around for it. Don't see it, but somebody was lighting up a satchel there. Maybe it's on the top floor. They're guarding the top floor. I apologize again if you guys are buffering a little bit. I'm getting some mad skippage here too, unfortunately. And I think the server's packet/client rate might be set a little bit too high. But anyway, let's check inside the base. Some concussion grenades going off. Somebody gets their pack and equipment blown off. Where is Grad? He's hiding inside the gens here. Takes out somebody there hiding. And who was it? Try to find it. Well, looks like two Inferno players managed to sneak in there. They're going one with a light with an E-Pack, one with a light with a sensor jammer pack. Not doing a whole lot in there now. And so let's see what's up over by the V-Pad. V-Pad getting loaded up with a bomber crew and buying yet another Shrike. Head over to the Inferno side and see how they're doing, coping with the flag standoff situation. Nobody outside in the tank, which is something I see a lot on Slapdash, but both teams opting to keep the flag indoors for the most part. There's been a little bit of outdoor work, and they've got Just right out there. Well, I lagged and I go right through him, but he's got some cameras, deployable cameras stuck around the walls there with him. He's just sitting there waiting, shield pack on, and flag standoff situation continues now with under 10 minutes remaining on Slapdash. Both teams tying it up, playing it cap for cap, but now flag standoff situation at the start, and again here right now, causing some problems. Just panning around through the players on the team. Shaman there inside the base, just cramped up by the gens. Incoming enemy with a shield pack gets caught up on the inside, going for the inventory station, gets inside. He's tossing concussion grenades. Concussion grenades bouncing off all over. Did he get returned? He got it! Mason the Fist got the return. He bounces him around with concussion grenades, gets the return, and Just here now going outside with the flag, and I am watching this myself in slow motion almost. Just now going back inside and going to get passed up. Arsenic has a grab. He comes off the flag stand with full health almost, and Arsenic now here getting back with the flag. Doesn't look like anybody on Pendragon was guarding the flag stand trying to stop Arsenic, so Arsenic now is going to make his way the whole way back, and that flag standoff situation broke, but looks like it's going to continue here once again as Arsenic makes off like a bandit with the Pendragon flag. The generators and the V-Pad have gone offline over here on one side. Let's see, Arsenic chunks the flag off to Shola. Shola's got the flag. They're just now repairing the gens inside the base, and several players, this isn't great, well I wouldn't say great, but this is a decent opportunity now for the Pendragons to really put the pressure, keep those gens, keep those VPAD down, kill that flag carrier and get the return, and they'll have the upper hand here on the map. But 8 minutes to do it, and so before overtime, they're really going to step up the pace here. Incoming Shrike's making some harassment efforts, trying to keep that VPAD down. Looks like it was almost like a satchel charge blowing up on the VPAD there for a second, but Mason the Fist ejecting from Shrike there, and it forces me to get locked on him. I'm trying to get locked off him, and over here now by the flag stand, I'm just getting warped around, and VPAD, there are tons and tons of players on it, and inside the base, mortars and everything exploding everywhere. Head up now and we'll see what's going on inside. I thought I saw a mortar from somebody blowing up there. I don't know if it was a defensive or offensive mortar, but lots and lots of action, guys. I can't imagine this not buffering, unfortunately. There's just about 20 people that got killed in the space of a second. Penn Anchorage killed a ton of people with some grenades. You can see the bodies all just piled up all over the Storm base, and things are going a little bit slow, even for me on this server. And we got some fully loaded bombers. I'll watch this for a second, see how it's going. Fully loaded bomber on it, cruising on its way out. And a couple people up there, looks like they're just going with lights in the pilot suit, or pilot seat, and a medium shield pack in the tail gunner spot. So flying across the field now, looking for any sort of interference. Shrike just now picking them up, and he's dumping grenades and grenades and bombs. And I get locked over on Varkas as he ejects from a Shrike. There's Arnie. Looks like they're trying to take out the players as they come to the flanks, and somebody chunking concussion grenades. They're trying to weasel their way into the base and take out. There it is. Flag was dropped there by Shola. Penn Anchorage got him with a mine disc, looks like. And on the other side, Shaman looks like he's going to pass it off to Humpstuff. Humpstuff there in really bad shape. They did a nice job of harassing that base, and I get locked on to Mason the Fist as he gets into a Shrike. Let's pick up Just and see what's up. Just here is looking pretty quiet, looking like he's not seeing a whole lot of actions in here. His inventories are online, his sentries are online, his deployable cameras are still up. Looks like most of the action is being confined to the Unhandled exception side. They have been having a terrible problem keeping a couple of their players in the server. Have been playing down up to 2 men at one point. Sounds like there's a heavy outside doing a little bit of mortar fire. But here comes Mason the Fist. He's in a light with a shield pack. He's trying to sneak in, and I bet try to get some concussion grenades. Humpstuff loses the flag. Orion picks it up. I don't know if it got conked off him or what. Orion there is with an E-pack. Still on the lower floor, and more bodies piling up on the outside, and things are just getting absolutely warpy on my end. I'm just getting, let me look at my little lag meter here real quick. It's up and down and all over the place, guys. I'm getting drops occasionally from the server. I'm not sure why that is. But anyway, here we are with Justin Orion and flag stand. Justice lost it on the other side. I'm not sure how he lost the flag. Orion loses it, Just picks it back up. A little bit of pressure on Justin. There we go. Warp through the wall. There you go. Just, you can tell by the bodies that are all hooked up here on the outside that things not going too bad. Let's see what's up inside. Let's see, this is, I'm sorry, this is Just. It's saying Cash, but it's the wrong name. Just here, we gotta get the right name on the screen for you. Just here hanging around, some concussion grenades exploding in the doorway for him. Over on the other side, Mason the Fist ejecting. Looks like he missed the lip there a little bit, crashes down below. Head up over to it, and wow, am I getting some madman skippage, but down into the base here. Flag is dropped, got knocked off by concussion grenade. They tossed it right back to the heavy on flag. Down to under 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes remaining here on Slapdash X, and things are just getting totally clusterfucked around the bases. Both teams are just piling up the bodies and grenades inside that base. But nothing breaks a good look at a base like Mason the Fist jumping into a Shrike. So let's head over here to the Inferno side as I warp around. Something going on the inside here, and I got a flag dropped, passed off, picked up now. And who is it? I'm trying to pick it up again. It's Minion. Minion chunks the flag off to a teammate. It's Shola now with the flag. Shola here with the flag, hanging around in the base, and now getting a little bit more laggage. And some concussion grenades now being spiked inside the base. You guys are hopefully seeing this a lot better than I am, because I'm getting a little bit of some warpage here. But Shola here now inside the base, teammates running around all around him. And not a whole terrible lot going on. Got a return. How was that? That was Code Man. Just lost the flag. Did he get killed? I don't see him getting killed. It must have been conked off, and the flag got conked off just. Code Man returns. Code Man returns. Arsenic going to the stand. He's got mortars. Everything exploding. No, charge. Does he get it? No, he's body blocked by a teammate, but turns around and gets it anyway. The flag standoff is broken. The Unhandled exceptions are up now. 4-3 on Slapdash. Under 4 minutes remaining. The flag standoff is over, ladies and gentlemen. And now things are looking good for the UEs. They've been playing up and down a few players. They're back up to even right now. On the flag stand here, a few bodies piled up around it, and I get a little bit of skippage now that there's tons of players on the screen, but things looking still rather very much in the favor of the EXE players, as they've now only got to defend for the last 3.5 minutes. Grad's going to make a grab, though, on the other side. Looks like the Unhandled Exception's not giving up totally on the offensive end. Grad here disc jumping out with it. He's down to a tiny silver red chain gun fire on below him. He decides to chunk it before he gets killed. Throws the flag, and players ejecting from a Shrike to go pick it up. It's just sitting out there in the field. Arvid has a snag, though. Arvid's in bad shape, but he's coming back with a lot of speed. He's got bombs. He's got Shrikes. Everything exploding behind him. Teammates coming out. He is taken out, dropped by Codeman's grenade. It's going to get picked up by Dragon Reborn. Dragon Reborn is body blocked by a teammate Shrike. And Arsenic in the meantime has a grab. He disc jumps off the flag stand with it. He's heading way off toward the northeastern part of the map with it, way off here, away from the central routes, away from where Dragon Reborn is. Dragon Reborn in the meantime has come back. He's heading back to his base. He's got full health, but on the other side, now Arsenic here cruising back unless he's picking up any chasers. Takes him a chaser, disc in the back. He chunks the flag off, spiking it to a teammate, but misses. Flag is skipping along. Grenades exploding everywhere. His teammate Shola goes for it. Shola gets it. Dragon Reborn sneaks off inside. Shola here with the flag. He's in good shape, got lots of energy, got lots of health. Bomber parked just aimlessly out near him. Chaser's trying to get some nades on him from behind, maybe some Shrikes. They're trying to do some rundowns. Missiles on those Shrikes right now. Shola's in bad shape, but he's got the flag most of the way home. Shrike coming in for the rundown, knocks him, sends him reeling into the side of a hill. He is immediately chained down. The flag is sliding, scrambling forward, and Varkas comes up with a return. Varkas comes up with a return for the Pendragons. Dragon Reborn here coming back to the flag stand. Under 2 minutes remaining. Incoming capper, misses. Dragon Reborn caps the flag. Dragon Reborn will cap and tie this up with 4-4 with 2 minutes to go. Slapdash X might be looking at an overtime here, but people have proved me wrong. It only took them 2 minutes to get a cap per team. So now with 2 minutes remaining, just enough time for maybe one more team to wind up with that one winning cap. It's going to come down to who can get it. Inferno stand is just totally littered with debris. MPB is down. Hoff is off. I see no deployable in. Well, there's one over there. There's one deployable inventory station. I don't see very many land spikes. Well, is that one? Yep, land spike. They've got a few deployables up. I shouldn't say it's quite there. It's just scattered with lots of debris. And over here, dead heavy offense. Heavy on flag still on. Few LD. Again, no MPB on this side either. Missile turrets up. Sensors are down. And flag stands really, both teams here caught a little off guard with a minute to go. Both teams are probably going to get one more offensive chance at this. One more chance to get some cappers in 60 seconds. It's enough time to score that one potentially winning cap. But I'm not seeing it from either team right now. Where the Shrikes, let's go head back over here to the Inferno side and see if we can find somebody out by the flag stand. Well, there's Irish 5-7, looks like getting loaded up. Killbox has a snag. There's Killbox. There's Arvid. Here are the final grabs of the game, probably. Arvid is out with a lot of speed and 2/3 of his health. He's probably snipeable, but he is motoring home. Killbox in the meantime, M8 in the back. Varkas destroys him. No, I'm sorry, that wasn't an M8. That was a rundown. Scramble for the flag, though. It's going to get picked up by Shola. Shola takes a disc. Shola's in bad shape. He is just in terrible. There's vehicles everywhere behind him, and he's running for his life, and he's getting chained down. In the meantime, Arvid's in taking some pain over here. Shola here, bad shape. He is taken out. Arsenic, though, picks it up immediately. On the other side, Arvid goes down, passes it to Mason the Vis. 10 seconds, and both teams slip out with the flag with 1 minute to go, and that is going to go into overtime. 4-4, ladies and gentlemen. Match is over in regulation. Overtime on the first map, and score was 4-4. And from Radiolog, shout out to SG. So whenever you're going to start whenever, guys. Start whenever, guys. Okay, and well, I'm just waiting for them to start it up. They should be ready. They've had plenty of time to get this done now. So they're waiting on Shaman, Kesh, and Killbox. I'll run down the rosters again before they get started up. On Storm, it is the Unhandled Exceptions: Radiolog, Arsenic, Chain Gun, Orion, Shola, Killbox, Freaky, Codeman, Grad, Arnie, Heinebaka, 8-Stop-7, Shaman, and Bruce Lee. On Inferno, it is the Pendragons. It is Anchorage, Arvid, Dragon Reborn, Monks, Mason the Fist, Psychotics, Minion, Irish 5-7, Kobe, Ty, Shaggy 1, Just, Varkas, Biggs, and Kesh. And things with 3 seconds remaining. And hang on, I gotta change with my scripts. Just realized that. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I forgot I had to rejoin the server. So all my script settings are back to default, which is not good. I have special settings for when I observe. Anyway, MPB, first thing to be bought, looks like over here on the Pendragon side. They're already off and running, and several players now I'm sorry, this is the EXE side. I'm over here on Storm, not on Inferno. The Executors getting their MPB out ASAP. Looks like they're not going to quite go for the instant flag Blitzkrieg here in O-Time. And it says, Grad says, hey, Nord, you obs me. So I guess I will. Yeah, if you know that you can do it like this as well. Run. There we go. And now we're on Grad. Get to watch him for a second. It looks like he's doing some heavy shield pack tail gunning, and a bomber whips out the missile launcher as he goes out. Vehicle is doing some flybys. I'm going to go pick up that flag stand action here and see if there's anything going on over there. But flag stand looks like pretty clean. Players bouncing around. Incoming heavy? No, or is that outgoing heavy? That's Bruce Lee, outgoing heavy. And a couple bodies piled up around the MPB for some LD getting suited up. Don't see any cappers just yet. Both teams taking their sweet time on the first run, not going for the blitz run, just going to set up a nice, steady pressure offense. Very much looking into playing this overtime as perhaps a little bit more, I don't know, a little more long haul than perhaps some overtimes would be played out as. Some outgoing or incoming mortar fires, incoming heavy offense. That might be Bruce Lee, who we just saw leading. No, that is Codeman. Looks like Codeman and Bruce Lee for Unhandled Exceptions doing their heavy offense, trying to knock the heavy on flag out of position, looking around for some cappers. Don't see anybody incoming, don't see any bombers incoming. Still some stray mortars coming over from Codeman. Now some missiles outgoing. There goes an outgoing bomber. Looks like it's got picked up by an Unhandled Exception Shrike. Some now more incoming mortars. Who is that? Looks like a light defense, perhaps over there on the front hill. Sniper, it's Varkas now. Not in a Shrike anymore, so maybe he can cut us a little slack on the Shrike, but Shrike up here in the sky doing some midfield crushing. It's Killbox from the Unhandled Exceptions. Lots of missiles run down there by, let's see, was that going to get nice to get the run down? Yeah, he took out Dragon Reborn, got a couple of grabs. Mason the Fist grabs goes down. Arvid grabs goes down. Flags in the field now. Incoming mortar spam going on the flag. Somebody over there, more heavies, several heavies there now lobbing mortars across the section, changing the time limit to the appropriate 15 minutes. Incoming heavy just straight up, grabs it in a heavy with a shield pack. Grad has it and then chunks it off by the flag stand. It's picked up there by teammate Arsenic. Arsenic takes, looks like some splash damage for some mortar, but at the same time he also takes out Minion with it. Arsenic now with the flag trying to get it back across. He's got chasers all over him. Didn't come off with much speed. Chunks the flag off to a teammate. Looks like they're going for it. Player's going for the return, but it's going to get picked up there by 8-7. 8-7's got full health, and he is up in the sky. He's got one chainer beneath him. He disc jumps away with it, uses his repair kit, takes a little bit of chain gun fire, and wow, look at the lag. Still going is 8-7. He is way up into the sky. Lagging a bit here as Shrikes and everything explode on the flag stand. Flag is grabbed by Mason the Fist. Mason the Fist is off with full health, but he's got a Shrike right after him. Shrike misses the rundown, but Mason the Fist has to do a quick spin move to dodge it and loses a bit of speed. Shrike almost blows up as it skims the ground. He ducks into the ravine, avoiding yet another one. Opts to do a Shrike, disc jump. 8-7 is going to throw the flag off to. He was taken out by Orion. Orion picks up the flag from him. Mason the Fist continuing on his way here. Takes some skiing gnome damage, and teammates are around him. He needs to do a little bit of a pass off there. He's got teammates in front. He's got teammates behind. He dies on the ground, loses the flag. Apparently, it's not just me lagging, guys. Apparently, everybody's getting it here. But Shaggy taking a little bit of disc action in the back here. Bounce back toward his base. Mortars, nades exploding all around him. Flag lost in the field. Scramble. Inferno players are going to get it up, though. Almost run down as an unmanned Shrike comes up. Missile in the keister takes him out. Scramble for the fallen flag. It's going to get picked up by teammate Just. Just is down. He was team killed by Irish 5-7. Sitting on the flag is teammate Psychotics picks up. Psychotics go down. Biggs picks up. Biggs goes down. Anchorage picks it up. Anchorage goes down. Anchorage taken out there by a mortar from Codeman. The flag is picked up by the Hoff of all things. The Hoff picks it up. He's almost dead now. The Hoff now with it. Where are you, Shola? So that's Quiche with it. Quiche here. Halfway dead. No energy. Mortars. Discs exploding all behind him. Incoming more mortars. He is dodging and ducking. Grenade finally takes him out. Scramble for the flag. Picked up by Just. Just picks it up in the slew of bodies ensuing around the Inferno flag stand. And he's going to make it back to his base. Try to get indoors where teammates are there. He takes a disc in the back. Almost killed. Charges the inventory station. Almost gets knocked clear away from it. Teammate body blocks the doorway to prevent the chasers from getting him. And on the other side, Shola is hanging around outside with the flag. And once again, at the last second, the Unhandled Exceptions are denied a cap by his Pendragon, makes a grab and gets away with it scot-free, and almost a return there on the Pendragon flag stand, but the Pendragon flag relay team gets it back to their base safely. Dragon Reborn now secured inside with the flag. He's got a couple teammates. Looks like some spider clamps are going off, indicating there might be a Raper around here somewhere. Looks like everyone seems to have calmed down a bit. No one else lagging. That wasn't just me with that bit of lag, but now it's calmed down a bit. Inventory station up top there. There's a couple mines. V-pad going out. Shola here has retreated inside with the flag as well. He's got it strapped to his back. Heavy shield pack camping indoors, and this is, I would have to say, very much an offensive game. Both teams having trouble keeping those flags at home. So the offensive, both offenses doing a great job. Defense is suffering a little bit. Might be those lag. Cappers, have a nice tendency to warp through defensive players' shots when they're lagging. So if everybody's lagging, that's definitely in favor of the offense. So incoming players, looks like somebody got cremated by a bomber. Bomber, though, ejects, looking around for some of those guys that just bailed out of that bomber. See if they're going to try to make that retrieve. Somebody going for the gens up here, sounds like it. Maybe trying to take out that sentry turret. Mortars exploding upstairs. Gens, looks like somebody got team killed by a mortar there, maybe. Shola might have accidentally team killed some players. Inventory station on his side goes down. I don't see any more players, though. Dragon and Born is lost, and on the other side, he's going to pass it off to Kesh. Few bodies piling up. Might have chunked the flag off and whips out the shock lance. And players coming in behind him. He's pinned in a corner, but teammates take out the medium raper that was right there, and it's a Bioderm, and he goes down. Shola here, and so this is Kobe Tai, but it's Shola. There we go, Shola here, and Chain Gun has left the game, so now we've got Unhandled Exceptions playing down a man once more. Kesh here inside the base, he's got beacons on him. I'm not sure what those are supposed to indicate. Maybe another gens are up or down. But Shola and Kesh here just hanging around inside on some repair love on the inventory station. Looks like both of them got taken out. Incoming bomber going for the V-pad. V-pad is destroyed, not by the bomber, but by some lights on the ground. But Grad is there immediately to make the repair work. Incoming Shrike takes out the V-pad, kills Grad in the same swift motion. Shola has lost the flag. Not sure what got him. Shola, let's see, just has it. Freaky gets it. Concussion grenades exploding all around them. Looks like it's a medium with a shield. Medium there, managing to get inside with a shield pack and cause some havoc in the bodies. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bodies all piled up on the lower floor of the Storm Slapdash base, and both teams are fighting for their lives. Just chunks it off the Kesh there. Kesh goes back upstairs to hide by the beacons. I don't know, he's trying to spell something maybe with his beacons there. And Shola here now, just still hanging around on the lower floor. Somebody trying to get in through the front. Mortars exploding all over that entrance. Bombs piling up, and Heavy's body blocking the doorways. Both inventory stations in here are down. No repair love on him just yet, so Shola there still in good shape, though. Full health, and he's got some teammates, but now with the chance, after taking out those inventory stations, both teams are just crashing the boards. Major Unhandled Exceptions losing their V-pad are taking a lot more of the offensive pressure here right now. They've moved their MPB back to cover the base here. It's got a plasma turret on it. They left the back. Chain Gun rejoins the game. Unhandled Exceptions going to get that man advantage back up. They over here, these mines, sentry turret, deployable cameras, everything on this side looking good. Shola is down. Killbox EXE picks it up, and they still don't have their base fully, well, not fully repaired, but it looks like it's gotten some repair love back in condition. Incoming teammates, incoming Pendragon players going for the inventory stations. Teammates up there. Heinibaka defending the upper walkway from a medium raper. Gets blown back down to the floor. Looks like he's got nope, doesn't have anything on him. He's just chunking grenades, trying to get him into the doorway. Not having much luck. Just tossing now around the outside, blowing off people's packs and guns, and there's a slew of packs and guns everywhere. Someone spamming some nade fire. Who got what happened? No. Anybody lose the flag? No. Got bounced off somebody's hand. Killbox lost the flag. Arsenic picked it up. Arsenic's got an inventory station on his back in a medium. Not the best rig to be holding the flag onto, but looking for a teammate with a shield pack. Mortars exploding on the front entrance. Some heavy offense trying to get their way in there, and Mortars now taking out several players as Shola finally manages to get to an inventory station and get suited up back into a heavy with a shield pack. And you can see the front entrance is just piled up with vehicles and bodies. I'm not sure how this is affecting the upload, but we got a lost Arsenic's going to chunk it off to Shola. There's 6 minutes left in this overtime. Then we're going to have to reset it for overtime too if this flag standoff situation can't be broke. But Kesh here not seeing a whole lot of action. Some spider clamps and sentry turrets going off, indicating that there's a medium shield raper that was taken on the front upper steps by Kobe Tai. Shola's lost a flag, and he's getting it off to Killbox. Looks like Killbox might have gone down. Nope, but that's just another pile of bodies amassing in front of the storm base. Incoming bomber laying down the bombs outside as the man with the flag goes out in a light with a sensor jammer pack. Now goes inside, taking some pain. Concussions bouncing him around. He's behind the flag, getting bounced around terribly. Just has the flag on the other side, got bounced around. Flag is loose in the doorway. EXE has dropped it. It's picked up outside. It is now bounced outside. EXE, it is pushed out. Killbox is out there, away from the base. Grenades explode on him. He is down, loses the flag. Scramble for the fallen flag. Picked up and dropped by Codeman. Codeman loses it. Arsenic picks it up. Arsenic charges indoors with the flag. He's got it on his back. He's inside with a light now. Does not have much going for him. And the entire Unhandled Exception team was scrambling for that flag. You can see the catastrophe as the bodies and equipment all piling up outside on the Unhandled Exception base, and they're fighting for their lives to get their V-pad back and operational and get some offense going. Their inventory stations are down once again, getting some repair love. They're back up and scrambling for it. It looks like Arsenic now having to change out. There he goes, opting for medium shield pack, just down, and just losing the flag on the other side. Looks like got conked off him. Well, indeed, he's lost his shield pack and he's lost his spin fuser, so it looks like it got conked off him on the floor. He's trying to get a shield pack to pick up, but apparently he keeps getting blocked from it. Arsenic goes outside with it, spikes it on the ground, tossing it off to a teammate. Shola, heavy shield pack. Shola can't get indoors. He's pushed away from the doorway by discs and nades, and decides to stay away for a second. Some concussion grenades explode on the doorways, blowing off teammates' packs and equipment, and he then goes inside them, so you get on him, finding an inventory station, get patched up, lost half his life. But one of the more intense flag standoff situations that I've seen right now, Pendragon really just hammering away at this base, and here comes another one, tossing mines, getting a mine disc off, blows up an inventory station, but does not once again clear. Mines exploding on the entrance. Killbox picks up the flag, looks like, yeah, a bomb got him. Bruce Lee, let's see, somebody got taken out, but chunks the flag off. It's blown off him by a concussion grenade, and almost going out of bounds is Arnie. Arnie turns around to go find an inventory station, discs exploding all around him. Somebody's still putting some pressure on him. Looks like teammates might have taken him out, but now Mason the Fist takes himself out with a mine. Arnie now retreating back indoors. One inventory station suited up for him. The flag has been moving around like crazy. Concussion grenades all of them. There's one more right there. Concussion grenades on Arnie as he's inside. Concussion's trying to blow that flag off. He's got one good shot at it. It's off. It's returned. Irish 5-7 got him. Irish 5-7 got him. Pendragon has a chance. Pendragon has a chance. They pass it off to Biggs. Biggs is in a light. Biggs is going for it. Arsenic has the grab in a medium in a shield pack, and this is total desperation. He does not have it. Disc jumping once again. Bomber on him. Bomber trying to make the run. Took some belly turret fire. Looks like gonna land a little hard. He's down to a tiny sliver of red, but still going. Why isn't this crew ejected to pick him up? I don't know. But he's getting out. He's just walking away with it, and the bomber just totally passed him up. I don't know where he's going. Arsenic spikes the flag off to a teammate in light. He's halfway dead and trying to just get that flag back home. 8-7 is the one with it. Kesh is on the other side. 8-7 trying to get that flag back. No, almost. Run down, misses. He gets elfed. Is going to fall short of cresting the hill line. He's dead. Loses the flag. Scramble for it. It's going to get bounced over the head of the internal players. Return by Monks. Return by Monks. Kesh goes to the inventory station once again. I hope they have some flag stand defense, or this will result in UE getting away with it. Here comes the offense. Try to pick up that flag. They got it. They got it once again. It's Orion. Orion's got missiles all over him, and Kesh is down. Kesh is down. He tries to disc jump. Grad returns for the UEs. Grad returns, and now we have a chance for Orion to cap it up for the Unhandled Exceptions. He's got nades exploding all around him. He is down. The flag is lost. The flag is lost. Will be returned by Minion. Arvid on the other side is trying to pick it up. He's down. Arnie here has picked it up for the UEs and has disc jumped off the flag stand with it. He's got chainers all over him. He's down to a tiny sliver of red. Somebody in front is chaining him right there. He loses the flag. Where's it going to go? There it is. It's sliding down the hill line away from the storm base. Everyone on it is killed as the discs come in on it. Returned by Shola, but Irish 5-7 will return. I'm sorry, that was Irish 5-7 returning the Infernal flag. Both flags will go back home. We have under 2 minutes remaining, and once again, both teams with maybe 1-2 more chances to pick up the winning cap. And I thought for sure that Pendragon was going to have that one, but another miracle save by the Unhandled Exception players. Their rapers break their routes, come in, make the grabs, and get out with it. And now we got a grab here by Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee's in terrible pain, gets chained down, loses the flag, took a couple discs on the flag stand, and I'm getting bounced around to people in vehicles. Sorry, guys, I lost the flag. There it is. Returned by Minion, back on the flag stand, incoming, Capper grabs, bounces off the Hoff, disc jumps into the sky, he's got a tiny sliver of red, chained down there by Dragon Reborn. Where's the flag going to go? In the front, bouncing, scramble for it, he's got a teammate going for that pickup, gets it, but then immediately dies. 8-7 had it, and now then he loses it. 3-4 Infernal players are on it, they make the return. Might be a little bit of a presumptuous return. No, they still have a Hoff on the flag, so it's nice and secure back there. They got, who is it? It is Kesh. Kesh there on the stand. 60 seconds left in this overtime, and one more shot maybe is all either team's going to get on, and I get touched or sent over to Arvid to pick up the storm sign and see what's up. The Unhandled Exceptions almost had it there. Orion just almost got that flag out, and with the return, they almost had the cap there. Pendragon had 2 opportunities, but 2 knife saves by UE. And with 30 seconds left on the clock, one more chance. The Storm flag returns in 10 seconds. They've got a nice advantage here. Match ends in 30 seconds. This is going to be real hard to time. If somebody doesn't grab now, it's pretty much over. Here comes the caps. Here comes the last grabs. No! Taken out on the stand. Team killed? Yes, Monk's team kills Arvid on the stand. Mason the Fist picks it up, though. He's got 15 seconds. No, missile up the keister to Mason the Fist. He is down. There is not enough time to get a cap anymore, I don't think. And this is going into overtime number 2 on Slapdash. One of the most unusual situations I have ever seen. The next stream will be starting up shortly, guys.
Match begins now.
Match has begun, and hang on. Okay, ready and set, and over here on the Inferno side, run down to the rosters for you one more time. Storm, Unhandled Exceptions, 8-Stop-7, Bruce Lee, Honeybaka, Arnie, Grad, Codeman, Shaman, Killbox, Freaky, Shola, Ryodolog, Arsenic, Orion, Chain Gun. On Inferno, it is the Pendragons, Varkas, Mason the Fist, Monks, Arvid, Anchorage, Psychotics, Minion, Shaggy 1, Kobe, Ty, Irish 5-7, Kesh, Biggs, Just, and Dragon Reborn, and the vehicles are getting going as the players get the offenses rolling. And here, no MPB out just yet. Lots of Shrikes being bought by Pendragon here in the first couple minutes, and it looks like a bomber perhaps up there in the sky as well, taken out, exploding in a rain of fire as flags stand over here, maybe under a little bit of pressure, looking around for some looks like just one light offense there, bouncing around the flag stand. Incoming grab. Who got it? It's Arvid. Arvid in a medium this time. Medium going to do a little bit of disc jump. Shrikes on him, though. Looks like one, maybe two Shrikes trying to pick him up. He's coming back. He's over halfway home already here. Got about a third of his life. That's about one disc worth on a medium. And now a Shriker. He's chunking the flag over, sliding down the hill, going to a teammate's hands. Looks like it went a little far, and it might go into the ravine. Scramble for it. Picked up there by teammate Monks. Monks down. Picked up. Going for it. It's Arvid. Arvid goes down. Bruce Lee picks up the other flag. Mason the Fist picks up one. Bruce Lee here cruising, trying to get out of the way. Mason the Fist is down. Shaman got him, and returned by Shaman. Returned by Shaman. The Unhandled Exception Storm flag is back on the stand. There's the Inferno flag being bounced around right now. Once again, Pendragon has the flag back to their stand, and the slew of bodies piling up as both teams have pretty much every player over on the Inferno flag stand, results in a return, and this flag is just now being bounced around in the field by pretty much everybody. And back on the flag stand now, return their courtesy of Psychotics. We got Kesh on the stand. He gets Mindist off there for a second, but no incoming cappers. And there we go. Incoming capper gets team killed. Codeman takes out Minion and team kills both 8-Stop-7 and Arsenic right next to the flag stand. Not sure where he is, but managed to kill one of the LD, but took out two of the two light offense / cappers at the same moment. And there's still a lot of action, lots of missiles outgoing, lots of hoes streaming over here just trying to go for the flag stand. Chain Gun has a pickup. Chain Gun tries to just jump out with it, and he's taken out by Biggs instead. The flag in the field. Arvid grabs on the other side. Shola mind-discs him down. Mason the Fist sweeps it up out of somewhere, though. He takes a snipe shot in the back immediately. Shrike coming from the rundown misses. He does not have much health, and he's got Shrikes on him. His flag is returned. He hasn't cleared the ravine just yet, and the flag is going to fall short of the midfield ravine. Bruce Lee has a pickup. Bruce Lee's off the stand. He's got taken a little bit of damage here. He's got chainers all over behind him. Doesn't have a whole lot of speed. He's sort of just walking up the hill. No disc fire on him, though, as he goes over the hillside. And Bruce Lee here now just sort of walking back with it. Doesn't have a whole lot of speed. Looks like he might be lagging a little bit. Nades exploding in his face, and he goes down. Teammate picks up the flag, though, tries to disc jump up into the sky, but just goes straight up, and now it seriously hurts. Needs a little bit of chain gun fire on him. He's finished off, but trying to get over the crest of the ridge line, take out the line of sight. No, disc down. Flag goes over the hill line, scramble for it, return. Irish 5-7 with another return for Pendragon, and the flags are still at home. Shrikes exploding, heavies ejecting from bombs, and the flag stand is just under pressure. Grad gets out relatively clean, took some pain, but he is out with that flag and looking good. Grad here for the Unhandled Exceptions. There's a Shrike in front of him. He might go for it. Now opts to pass it up, but he is cruising back home with a lot of health. Whips off the side of the hill. He's way up into the sky. He hit his route really well. No stoppage on the flag stand that time. Grad coming back for the win in overtime. Scramble for the flag. Does he get it? That's it. The Unhandled Exceptions have won Slapdash, and that is the conclusion, guys. And Unhandled Exceptions take it. Final score 5-4 on Slapdash. The map is over. Map 2, Deathbirds Flying. We're going to have to change servers here. We'll be starting up soon, guys. As you know, there's problem, as if you read the TWL Tribes 2 forums, there's been a discussion on DBF coming up lately, and personally, I am against DBF for a few reasons, but until we get into that, one thing I would like to point out, I hope you might have noticed as I was panning around the map, the structure of the terrain around the flag stand for each side is different. For example, this is the Inferno side, obviously. Behind the Inferno flag stand, there's a series of hills and ridge lines. It's not a completely open terrain. In my opinion, this gives the offense a bit of advantage because it masks the approach of the enemy offense. For the defense, that's a bad thing because it's a little bit harder to see what's going on there. And plus, it provides a nice series of ridges in which for the offense to kind of, hang around on. As long as you're coming out the flags, and if you're trying to do it back to front, if you can get over this ridge line, it'll also mask your escape a little bit. And if you're coming in, the fronts are pretty much the same for both teams. You come out there, and then there's a slight upward hill before you get to the V-pad. See if I can pick up somebody close to the storm side. Now look behind on the storm side, if you would. the Storm side, there's this nice open field, and it's really easy to see the cappers as they come in from this side. I mean, at least if they're coming in from back to front, if you make a grab, the only way you can really evade line of sight is to kind of get over this little ridge line right here. And even then, you see you're on this nice flat open plane, and maybe if you can retreat just about down here, you can probably get over and safe. But it's a bit harder, in my opinion. It's a bit harder, in my opinion, for offense to attack this side. A little bit easier on the defense on the Storm side. But let's head over to the midfield towers, which are the other really significant thing for tribes for the matches played on Deathbird's Fly. So cruising out over to the Inferno midfield tower. The Inferno midfield tower, if I'm not mistaken, is a slight bit more recessed and away from the middle of the map than the Storm tower is. So here's the Inferno players. They're all hanging around here, and it's the Unhandled Exception guys on it. And over here, I'm going to pan back over across midfield. There's a nice little ravine there where you can flip MPVs. And here we are, across the Inferno one. The Inferno one is a bit more centrally located. If you can look straight out over there, that's pretty much where the Storm flies. Let me show you the ridge line so you can see the road up. Where is it? There it is, right there. There's the road up to it, and you can see. And you come back across here, and now you're going straight towards the Inferno flag stand. So in my opinion, on Deathbird's Fly, Storm has just got a slight edge in both respects, where its midfield tower is closer to the enemy base. There, come over here and you can see it. Here's the Storm midfield tower. And Storm midfield tower, there you go. Here's where the Pendragon guys are, Storm midfield tower. It's a little bit closer, I think, to the enemy base, so they got their hoe have a little less distance to transverse as they come over here to the Inferno base. So definitely I would have to go with what Pendragon did. Pendragon, being the defenders, chose Storm on Deathbird's Fly, but I think those advantages are slight in the most part, but still overall in the favor of the defending team when they get Deathbird's Fly. And apart from that, the two big concerns that I personally have with this map, besides the fact that it spawns with a mortar turret there, are the fact that these V-pads are so distant from the base and any repair pack. The repair pack, man, well, it looks like the Pendragon's guys are ready to wrap this up. There's the repair pack, and here's the V-pad. And so if you want to grab a repair pack from anything, it takes a while. And they've started up, so I'm going to get this cast going in full gear. Let me mess around with my sounds while this thing's getting going. But the V-pad's just terribly easy to destroy on this map. And then unless you have to haul a deployable inventory station out there, even if you do, they're pretty easy to mess with. It can be very difficult to keep those up. It's very difficult to keep inventory stations and whatnots up. So it can be very, very hard to keep your offense going on this map. And so it can be very, very played out very defensively sometimes. Run down to the rosters as soon as they reorganize themselves as the match starts. But here we go. We're defaulting to the Inferno side and starting it up on Storm. It is the Pendragons. They've got well, there it goes. Mason the Fist, Anchorage, Dragon Reborn, Just, Shaggy 1, Varkus, Monks, Desta Darky, Sage Dest, Kobe Tai, Psychotics, Vang, Irish 5-7, Mayog Dog, Arvid, and over on Inferno, it is the Unhandled Exceptions, Ryodalog, 8-Stop-7, Arnie, Freaky, Humstuff, Shola, Heine Baka, Arsenic, Shaman, Bruce Lee, Killbox, Orion, Neonics, and Grad. Things are underway, and who we are on the flag stand, it is Heine Baka over here for the Unhandled Exceptions. Incoming missiles as some Ho already streaming their way across, a little bit of a Shrike duel, engaging over by the V-pad. Looks like the Shrikers managed to knock down some of the action starting up from that V-pad. Mortars from the mortar turret going out, trying to take a pot shot at that Shrike, which is a bit odd, but you can actually use that to take out the V-pad if you know how to angle it correctly. But here comes some mortar spam, and again, those nice exposed V-pads. Anchorage out there, got an inventory ready, and already setting up to do some long-range mortar spam. V-pad takes about, I think, 4 mortars in quick succession, maybe 5 to take it out, and it's offline, and there's a follow-up mortar just in case. Now back over to the base, things still pretty tight defensive-wise. Heine Baka, they're still on the flag. Let's cruise over to the midfield towers and let's see what's going up on over there, cruising across. We should be heading towards the Pendragon midfield tower. They're on Inferno. I'm sorry, they're on, I think so. No, they're on Storm. I was incorrect. But here we go. Who is that? Now we'll lock on the wrong person. Get back to Ryodalog on the other side. Arsenic from the Unhandled Exceptions has a grab. I'm going to go over to the Storm side and see if I can find somebody there. Somebody getting set up for a cap run. Anchorage cruising in there, going on an offensive run. Defense being played by Shola. Over here on the flag stand, we're back over there, and I'm still trying to get somebody at home on the Storm side. Come on, somebody at home on the Storm side. We lost a player. I'll figure out who it was in just 1 second. But on the flag stand, Vang now just getting back up there. A few bodies piled up. Looks like they've got maybe 1, maybe 2 Hoffs, or maybe an or 2 HD/Hoffs multitasking there. Incoming Ho, it's Neonics. Neonics trying to go for the flag, gets a mortar, trying to put some pain on the Hoff, throwing some mines, trying to get some mortars up there. Looks like he might have knocked the Hoff off. See if we can find anybody out on the flag. Nope, still 1 Hoff on the flag stand. He's a little bit hurt. Got a grab by Mason the Fist. Mason the Fist, where he slips out of the flag stand, but he's in bad shape. Chainers all over him. Loses the flag, gets stuck on the side of the V-pad, and here comes the mortar spam trying to take out the V-pad once again. Don't see any deployable inventory stations easily offhand for that repair work. And is it disabled? No, it didn't get disabled, though. The midfield defense might have picked him up before he had a chance to finish his mortar spamming. Anyway, we're going to check on the midfield towers now, given that those are the easiest source of heavy offense and often vehicle offense on this map as well. Inventory stations are up over here on the Pendragon side. VPAD is up as well. Looks like things are doing pretty good. Arvid has a grab, and let's go over here. I'm seeing some mortars. Lots of mortars flying across the field would indicate a tank, and there it is, indeed, a midfield tank courtesy of Pendragons, and here comes the heavy offense. They are just running them down and knocking them around as the heavy offense come over the hill line. They're taking a bunch of mortars in action from that tank, and where is that midfield tower? There we go. VPAD is down. Tank's probably spamming it down. There's some inventory stations. They're still up, but that tank is just sitting there waiting midfield to run over players. Now taking some missile pain. The heavies have gotten far enough away so they can missile this thing down. The tank, though, doing its job of drastically slowing down this offense. Nearly kills itself with a mortar, but still going. Mortars coming up behind it. Tank in bad shape. They're finally taken out by a missile, and heavy offense trying to make their way over across towards the Pendragon base. VPAD is up. Base is looking pretty good. Is the turret up as well? Indeed, turret is up. Still a mortar turret, though. They haven't changed that up. Plasma turret up by the MPB. See what's up inside. And lots of defensive hang there on the flag stand. They've got couldn't see who it was, unfortunately, but there was somebody there trying to wait. That was Ryodolog trying to hide out near the base. They've already got another tank purchased up, and who was it that was playing a man down? It was the Pendragons. The Pendragons lost a man there for a second. Irish 5-7, the man with many returns for Pendragon on Slapdash. Looks like he just joined and needs to be teamed. If I have admin, I will team him. Let's see where I Irish 5-7. Yeah, Irish 5-7 needs to get teamed. I will team him to Storm. So there we go. Irish 5-7 has been teamed, doing a little bit of helpful work there for some of the teams having some unhandled exceptions, looks like. The namesake of their opposing team taking its toll on Irish 5-7. Looks like the midfield area, though, is totally unmolested over here on the Pendragon side. I'm looking around for some unhandled exception rapers, and I'm not finding them. Shrike duel going on around over here. Somebody trying to take it out. Looks like both of them go down. So nobody wins that Shrike duel. Killbox and someone else. Head back over towards the unhandled exception side. Let's see what's up. There we go. There's Hum Stuff, I think. Back towards their side. Their sensors up. Let's see what their they got a missile turret up. Don't see their MPB, though. I do not see the unhandled exception MPB. And here comes that mortar spam cruising across the map, going for that VPAD. And Freaky now has left the game. Freaky leaving for the unhandled exception. So each team taking turns trading off. And there's some mortars coming from behind the base. Somebody's back there in a heavy suit just spam. Well, dang it. I'm trying to get a lock on them, not on the light defense. And here they come. And who it is Monks from the Pendragons. He's cruising up towards the unhandled exception base. He's got a LD on him. He's going for the flag area, trying to knock that Hoff off. Bounces against the wall. More heavy offense coming from in front. They've got a couple mortars on that flag stand. Teammate comes in and makes the grab, but gets caught up on the Hoff and doesn't get out cleanly. Now he's got a ton of pain and loses the flag stand. Shrike smashes into the ground where he was a second ago. It's going to get returned by Orion. Arvid, though, comes in, makes a medium grab a second later. He just jumps off the flag stand. Might have taken some mind damage because that looked like it was a bit more than just a shrine. He chunks the flag off. Not sure where it's going with it. Looks like he didn't have flares, and so loses the flag. Trying to find out where it went. Maybe he made the hill. Nope, it's going to get returned by Shola right there. Maybe somebody down there waiting in a Shrike. Teammate perhaps trying to give him a handoff, but he didn't get the flag quite over the lip there. Didn't slide down the other side. So let's get back over here towards the unhandled exception base and watch out. Hum Stuff looking for some inventory stations and managed to find one. They've still got one up on the lower field. Haven't seen any gen outages yet. Both teams keeping those bases up. Seen a lot of vehicle pads down, though, especially the Pendragon players putting pressure on those vehicle pads. That V-pad is down. Let's head across midfield and see what's up on the unhandled exception. Squeeze joining the game, and let's see over here towards the V-pad on the unhandled exception midfield there. It looks like it's down. No, it's up, actually, taking a little bit of mortar fire from somewhere, trying to find out where that mortar spam's coming from. Somebody's managed to get a, I don't know, maybe there's a tank or a hoe around here. Well, there's a tank, and it's getting engaged by a couple, maybe heavy offense. There's a Shrike on it. There's a hoe on it. Hoe gets run down. Shrike's still up, though. Shrike versus tank duel, and in the meantime, I get locked up on somebody who's trying to do a cloak attack. This is Ryodolog. Ryodolog is going for a cloak assault on the base. He's got to contend with a couple spider clamps turret. He's taking some pain. His cloak pack runs out. He's doing a little bit of wave in there. Let's see if he can get this spider clamp turret down before it kills him. It's not working because they've obviously got a motion sensor up somewhere that's spotting him. I don't see where it is, though. And he managed to take down that motion sensor, clearing out now the inventory stations maybe going. There he goes for the gens. Ryodolog, cloak assault on the Pendragon gens, and he's going to get him, it looks like. Grab and return. The Pendragon gens are offline thanks to a well-planned cloak assault from Ryodolog, and it locks me back onto him, even though the defense now coming down to fish him out of the gens. Vang there trying to evict the cloaker Ryodolog, and does he get taken out? Yep, he was taken out there by Kobe Tai, looks like. So base going back online very quickly. Kobe Tai coming down to get some repair love, and the time load apparently is wrong. I'll correct that since they don't have it. Let's see, time limit, if I can get to it without lagging. There, change the time limit for him. Incoming heavy offense while that goes on away. Mortars going off on the flag stand. Shrike's doing some spam work, but the heavy on flag retreats out the back, comes back in, doesn't have any juice and still has half his life, so still on the stand. Very few grabs, but each team 36 to 25 kills. The Pendragon, I believe if they're on Storm, to get that right, yes. Pendragon on Storm, they are indeed in the lead, kill-wise at least, but it's 36 to 25 now, and cruising around. Let's see what's up over by the midfield towers. Not a whole lot of Rapers. No, don't see that tank that I believe was over here. If this should be, I want to say the Storm side, but I'm wrong. But we finally got to grab a Ryodolog, but he's doing it in a heavy here. Maybe just trying to get the flag out now. Spikes the flag and gets taken out. Flag falls down below. Now in an easily defended position. Someone's still going to try to go for it though. Slips inside the base and gets taken out there on the ground. Flag now just being circled and hovered about by a couple light defense. They're disking it far into the corner here over on the Pendragon side. Just going to leave it up. Cruise back out and see if we can pick up some action coming over maybe from the midfield. Mortars exploding underneath the V-pad because we've got an incoming Bruce Lee steps on a mine on his way over and takes a mine from an enemy player. Now trying to get some mines on those land spikes on the incoming Ho routes. Might take himself out with that. Looks like the plasma turn on the MPB has picked him up. It's trying to take him out now as well. Get a few mortars, misses though, and Spider Clamp's up on the lip now taking pot shots at him. Gets one disc on the Spider Clamp, grabbed by Mason the Fist. He had it for 12 seconds, picked up by Arvid. Oh, we'll get a lock on him. Arvid's down now though as well, and let's see, Neotix takes him out, and Vang will return. Vang will return the Storm flag. Shola will return the Unhandled exception flag. It goes back on the stand, so not a whole lot of offensive plays being done by either team. Two hoffs, courtesy of the Pendragons here on the flag stand, and they're getting some spam in the backfield. It is grab there in the backfield, maybe a capper lining up, painting it with a targeting laser, maybe trying to get some heavy offense on there, now doing some disc spam, trying to knock some of those hoffs out of the way. They've got one on each doorway here, and it's going to be very difficult. Again, remember, on this flag stand, this is the one with the huge open backfield. Very, very, very hard to spot. Very, very hard to avoid avoid incoming blind, and I get caught up watching the MAs as the cappers income get taken out. And Ryodolog looks like he might be getting set up for another cloak assault, and nope, he's going to do a little bit of disc spamming on the lips there, maybe take out some of those deployable turrets. Squeeze gets kicked. I guess he wasn't a player. I thought he was coming in for the Unhandled exceptions, but apparently not. And so we got a grab now by Arsenic. Arsenic picks up the flag. Arsenic here in a cloak pack. Looks like he slipped in, and now trying to get that flag out. Going for a Shrike. He might have it. Arsenic might have just gotten out with it, and he's in his Shrike. Takes some fall damage. Slips into his Shrike a little hard, but now he's in his Shrike and cruising home. Arsenic may have just made out like a bandit with this flag. Totally stolen, but now he's getting picked up by some Shrikes, and it is taken out. Arsenic denied the cloak cap. Trying to find out where that flag fell. There we go. Picked up and dropped immediately by Neotix. They'll picked up once again. No, Mason the Fist has the enemy flag. That's 8-7 now with the 8-7's with the Pendragon flag. He is taken out as well. Mason the Fist in the meantime is out. The flag is returned. Vargas will return the Pendragon flag, and he's about to get run down. It is Mason the Fist taken out there, run down by Freaky. Where did that flag go? Trying to find out where it went. There he goes. It's sliding back towards it. Picked up there by Dragon Reborn coming away from the Pendragon midfield tower. That flag was dropped right next to the Pendragon midfield tower, and Dragon, so that's Just, not Dragon Reborn. Just picks it up. He skis past the cactus just barely. He's trying to get it back. He's got chasers. They're chaining him. He's in bad shape. He loses it, drops the flag, and there are no teammates near it, and the return will come courtesy of Arsenic. Just did not have that flag near anybody on his team, and the only people near him, unfortunately, were enemy chasers. Grabbed by 8-7, and he has got the flag, but maybe he doesn't realize it because he's just kind of lazily hanging around the flag area. Coming out, plasma turrets and the other turrets taking shots at him. Looks like a little non-reg there by the plasma turret, and he's tossing flares the whole way home, maybe lagging a little bit, I'm not sure, but still tossing flares. Finally taken out. 8-7 chained down by Monk, and flag will be returned by Sage Dest. Back on the stand, no caps, 18:53 on the clock. Both teams, the Pendragons here, trying to avenge themselves maybe perhaps a little bit, but right now on Unhandled exceptions, both, well, I shouldn't say that they've had the best cap because Mason the Fist turned around and almost got it out as well, so both teams have had one really good chance of getting it out here. And who we got in the Shrike that I managed to get picked up on? That was Mason the Fist there. Miscellaneous Shrike just sitting out there towards the midfield. But we got Humstuff playing around towards the flag area. I'm sorry, not the flag area, playing around towards, well, the flag area, yes, /MPP. And Shrike's doing a little bit of harassment work. The Unhandled Exception vehicle pads have been under a lot of pressure. I'm going to go over to their midfield tower. There's somebody doing some host spam. I'll pick him up real quick. It's Dragon Reborn. Dragon Reborn tossing some mortars. Let's see if he has spam points for the Hoff. Is that what he's going for? Looking for some mortars. There we go. Indeed, they've got double spam on the stand from the front, from the back, but the Hoffs have retreated off. Smart move there by Heini Baka. He simply retreated out of the way of the flag stand. Now going in. Here comes the Capper. Capper gets caught up and slams into him. It's Arvid. Arvid impacts on the Hoff and dies. More mortars exploding on the flag stand, but the looks like 2 Cappers killed on the flag stand. The heavy offense mortar spam did not work. Just the Hoffs there. Very nice, very active playing by Honeybach. He simply, or is that Shaman now? Now it's telling me Shaman. Maybe there was 2 Hoffs there, but they just simply step out of the way of them. Mortar spam, watch for the Cappers, see the Cappers incoming, and step back onto the flag to take them out. It just, like I said, spam does not work as the greatest flag clear if there's nobody really distracting the Hoff from looking and watching for the Cappers directly, and that's what they did. Nobody else was on them, so they just waited for the spam to stop and waited for the Cappers to come and kill them. You know, logical process is if they're spamming the flag, it means they'll be sending Cappers next. So now back towards some of the more midfield areas. This is the Pendragon midfield. They're resetting their offense now, I imagine, and let's head over here towards the Unhandled Exception midfield, and let's see what's up. Well, VPAD is offline, and they do have an inventory station, though, for perhaps getting that back up fast. Let's see if that is online. Indeed it is, so they've got an invent stash to try to keep up their midfield tower, but one inventory station down, the other one repaired. I don't see or hear anybody wandering around up here trying to rape it from point-blank range. They've got an inventory stashed up there, but don't see a whole lot of offense. No, where's that? Was a tank over there, maybe? Well, there was the tank. Looks like the tank is down, though. So now the Unhandled Exception midfield is back in operation. Neotics here now cruising towards midfield, having a bit of a duel with somebody up in the sky, trying to get a better lock on them. There they go, way down there, and they're getting bounced around. A couple light defense there, just playing the midfield, intercepting any heavy offense. They might have given up on the tank and now just trying to light it. But Mason the Fist is out with the flag, and he is taken out. Chain gun fire from Shola drags him out of the sky very quickly. Picked up by Anchorage. What was that? Anchorage just comes out of nowhere from the side of the map and picks it up. Anchorage now almost run down there by Shrike, but misses. Second strike coming in perhaps for the rundown. Anchorage here cruising back home. He's back toward his team's midfield tower. Neotics has a grab. Neotics is down after 5 seconds. Anchorage still going. Risks a partial disc jump. He's got a Shrike way behind him. Anchorage here coming back for the Pendragons with the flag on his back. Bounces off a hill. He's got great speed. Comes into the flag stand. Goes in. Caps. 1-0, the Pendragons are up over the Unhandled Exceptions. We're about the halfway mark here on Deathbird's Fly, and there's mortars flying in now on that Pendragon flag stand. Some heavy offense made their way through the tank barrier and the light defense barrier. It's Bruce Lee dumping mortars and nades all over that flag stand, bouncing to see how the Hoffs are doing, and, well, Just is dead, and the Hoff is off. And again, repeat, the Hoff is off. Will there be any Cappers in position to take advantage of this offensive opportunity for the Unhandled Exceptions? Is that a Capper? Indeed it is, and the flag was cleared. The Hoff, looks like he took some damage there. Shola took some pain from somewhere, and he gets owned by a missile in the tailpipe. Score 1 for the missile turret, as it just clips him out of the sky. It'll be returned immediately by Varkas. That was the MPB isn't a missile turret. It is just the base missile turret there. They switched out from a mortar. Irish 5-7 is leaving the game, and he is having problems. If you're U-wing Irish 5-7, you got to reboot. God VTech is in the game. I'll try, I guess, to team him. Maybe I'm not sure which one is which. Who's the ghost and which one's not? So I'll give him a second. I don't want to accidentally team a ghost to a team. But who we got? I'm looking around for somebody, and somebody has just joined the observer team. So Storm again up by 1. The Pendragons have slipped away with a 1-cap lead, playing it a little bit more defensively. It looks like here's their tank out towards midfield, and it's spamming away. I was going to say, but they've got a couple LD now retreating back. I'm going to see if I can follow some of this tank spam and see where it's heading off to. They're just lobbing mortars up there in the sky. They're going for the V-pad, taking that out, and over here towards the invents. Invents are up, though. The heavies are getting their invents out, or heavies are getting out. Their invents are up. They got a medium going as well. Freaky's going out. God Tech has left the game, and back up to 14 versus 14. I was just checking the player list. Mortars, they're flying everywhere, going for the inventory stations, going for the V-pad, and they're flying back and forth, and here comes some mediums. There's that tank in position there. Got a grab by Arsenic. Arsenic Arsenic slips out with it. He's got it out. He's got a third of his life. Really going to need to pass off very quickly. And Arsenic chunks the flag. Looks like he might have tossed it off to a teammate, but it bounces over his teammate's head. That's the teammate we saw in medium earlier coming over from the flag. It's going to get picked up by Arsenic. Arsenic goes down a second later, right into the hands of 8-Stop-7. 8-Stop-7 with a beautiful pickup, and he is cruising back home. He's got health. He's got speed. Things looking good, although he hits the ground at a wrong angle and loses much of his speed there. He's almost dead in the water as he hits midfield. Picks up some speed, though, with the disc jump as he comes off. Now teammates and hostiles coming out to meet him as he crosses the midfield death zone. Shrike's running down, missing from behind. 8-Stop-7 coming back home, looking for the land down, hits the flag stand, goes inside, caps it. It is tied up. Unhandled Exceptions 1, Pendragons 1, and under 15 minutes to go. And we're looking at perhaps another one-cap game here now on Death Birds Fly. Looks like somebody might be trying to sneak their way down into the gens, looking for that cloak, or a Ryota actually made his way in there and got the gens down. Shaman now kind of running around in the heavy with a shield pack, maybe looking for somebody he suspects snuck down. But Hanibaka here just hanging around on the flag, looking for some cappers. I don't see any lining up. Offensive play seems to be a little bit down after that cap, so everybody's having to reset. VPAD is down. See, I don't see any offhand inventory stations. They've either got stashed really well or it's out offline. Here comes some mortar spam, though, out towards midfield, and that is Anchorage. They're getting picked up by who are Anchorage getting picked up while I was trying to get a lock on the light defense, harassing him, but no such luck. I suspect Ryota is actually over here by the Pendragon side. Yet that plasma turret firing off indicates that he indeed is. And somebody noticed the plasma turret going off over there. But here comes Ryota trying to slip his way into the base. Not sure if he's trying to slip up there and get the flag out, but he's taking some disc pressure. The Hoffs have noticed him. He gets one disc on the flag stand, maybe trying to knock some Hoffs off. Another capper coming in from the side as well. Flag still on the stand, grab on the other side. Mine gets thrown on the flag, though. Incoming nades. Here comes the cappers. Looks like it might be a light offense assault. They're throwing concussion grenades on the flag stand. Might have conked off one of their own cappers. Here comes the capper, and does he get the flag? Yes, but he takes, he was taken out. Team killed by Arsenic. Grad had the snag, but unfortunately team killed at the last second by Arsenic. More nades being tossed on the flag stand by somebody down below. Looking around for it, I don't see who it is. So pan around and let's find out if we can over on, well, I was going to say, look at the anchor. We're just looking at the Pendragon side, trying to find somebody over here on the Unhandled Exception side, and there we go. I think we're at it. Their flag is off the stand. It got moved there down into the lower pits. Nobody behind their flag area, and let's see. I'm sorry, Hanibaka. Am I getting the teams mixed up again? No, I'm pretty sure that Inferno is the Inferno's Unhandled Exception. Sorry, Bruce Lee gets it off, and Bruce Lee is taken out by the missile turret. Absolutely destroyed the second he comes around the corner there. I wasn't sure what got him until I saw that brief streak of orange directly behind him, or if it was in front. But Bruce Lee doesn't get more than a meter away from the building before he is cremated by that missile turret. And that missile turret is just racking up the capper kills here. Not sure if it's lag or what, but the capper's having terrible problems getting flares off before those missiles take them out. So let's see, 1 point woo. And the kill-death ratio right now is 91 to 76, although I wouldn't say that's terribly reflective of the flag score on a map like Death Birds Fly, more based on teamwork than dueling. So who we got, or I should say timing perhaps, than necessarily even teamwork. But incoming light, looks like light offense here, maybe trying to clear off the flag stand. Big push here by the Unhandled Exceptions. They've got nades and everything exploding on the stand. I can only hope that this isn't absolutely crushing the people trying to view and getting buffering. But everybody bouncing around the flag stands, nades, concussions being tossed, trying to clear off those Hoffs. Looks like the Hoffs are off, and there comes Grad, not team killed this time, but picks up a Shrike immediately. Grad is out with that flag. He's got 3/4 of his life. Shrike cruises back over his head. Grad here cruising along on the ground. Chainer is now behind him. Grad here with the Pendragon flag. Chainer is trying to pick him up as he moves toward midfield. Cactus is everywhere, threatening to stop him. Avoids them, though, and more chain gun fire. He chunks the flag, gets it a fair distance, but it's sliding up into the hands of nobody, and he is taken out. That flag is dropped right next to his team's side. Scramble for it, picked up by Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee dead. Arvid returns. Arvid returns in the slew of orange bodies. The 1 or 2 storms managed to pile their way up there and get the return, and it is back on the stand, narrowly averted. You can see how close it was to this flag stand, and the Unhandled Exceptions there just barely avoid managing to rack up what might have been the winning cap. But now under 10 minutes remaining on Death Birds Fly, and things are all quiet, except for that plasma rifle that's going off in the generator room, taking them out. And let's see who that is. And maybe it's that little cloaker that we saw earlier. Inventory stations now also going down, and I am getting lagged by all the action down here. I'm not sure what's going on, but somebody died. Well, the cloak pack on the ground probably indicates that the cloaker is now dead. But the gens do go offline for a brief stint over here on the UE side. And well, somebody taking some pain now as mortars explode over on them. And wow, getting a little bit of lag here. Mortars exploding now behind Honeybaka, and Shaman there on the flag stand. And I'm just getting tortured as I get a little bit of lag here and whipped around. I apologize, guys, if this is causing buffering, but looking around at the backfield, there's somebody getting loaded up on the flag stand. Incoming capper, going for it, makes the grab. It's Arvid. Arvid trying to get out in a medium with the shield pack. I'm sorry, medium with the E-pack. Disc jumps off the front lip. Chainers and turrets are all over him, and he is just murdered by turret and chain gun fire. Maybe there was a snipe shot on him in there somewhere. But he got the flag out and was annihilated, and, well, no, both teams have 14 players, so Dog there just spamming for no good reason, perhaps. But the Hoff is badly beat up, almost killed. His gens are back online. Does he have invents yet? No, I don't see any invents. He can't get repaired just yet, but his base back up. Still a great opportunity for some offensive pushing by the Pendragons. Chance to get the flag out. Let's head over to the Pendragon side and let's see what's up. Pendragon, Irish 5-7, they're just getting suited up in the base. They still got 2 Hoffs on the flag. It's Vang, and it is just. And the only way that the Unhandled Exceptions have been able to crack this defense have just literally been to spam that flag stand so full of concussion grenades and grenade launcher rounds and maybe some mortars in there. And with like 3 or 4 light offense, they've actually been going with light offense. The heavy offense just has not been working out because usually the tank owners, I suppose, midfield has been slowing down the UE offense. But so far, they have managed to pull off 1 cap, almost 2 there, with their mostly light offense from what it looks like. 2 Hoffs there looking rather bored, not any of the offense, I suppose, which is now just waiting in the weeds. I don't see any of them offhand, so they're definitely hiding behind the ridge lines and out of line of sight / sensor range. Go pick up some players on the other side, see if we can find some action. Well, maybe towards the midfield towers. Actually, we're going to have a grab by Mason the Fist, and Mason the Fist snags it on the other side. He goes down to the inventory station, gets bounced off, goes up the top, and is disced down to the floor, where he's taken out. Somebody's just kind of waiting there. It's Ryotolog just kind of camping midfield underneath. I'm sorry, is he on the enemy side maybe? I don't know where he is. Indeed, he is. He is hiding over there, and I get locked on the Irish 5-7. His incoming nades. Here comes that offensive push I was just describing. Nades, and conks all over that flag stand, trying to unseat those Hoffs. Looks like 2 lights coming from the front. They've got more nades, and I'm not seeing any conks, but here comes the explosions, and the flag carrier, slips out with it. It was Arsenic. Arsenic tries to DJ away with it, and the spider clamp turrets put a little pain on him maybe and keep that flag from getting out. And the light defense / one of the Hoffs comes out. Was that that looked almost like a almost looked like a freaking satchel charge going out there. Not sure it was, but bodies now piling up around that flag in the field. Shola makes a pickup. He snags one of the flags. He's taken out by Kobe Tai's clamp turret, and the clamp turrets, they're lining up little kills. Here comes that duel. Maybe there was only one, but mortar spam on that flag stand. Pendragon, they're trying to spam the Hoffs off. Somebody slips out with it, though. It's Dragon Reborn, and the turrets are all over him. Turrets and land spikes and chainers and LD, and he is ripped apart coming off that flag stand and taken down. Flag goes back home. Flag is exposed, though. I don't see any Hoffs. They might just be dead. Light defense there was on the stand, but here we go. It is Heinibaka now trying to get enough juice to jet back up there to the stand. It's exposed for a few seconds, but it looks like the entire Pendragon offense spent itself just getting the flag out that first time. No one left to take advantage of that minute opportunistic window. Ryotolog goes for a snag, but doesn't get too far with it. And inside, let's see, which team was this? This was the Storm side, so Pendragon base, midfield tower taking a little bit of pain. Inventory stations online. That tank might be back in position, I would imagine, judging from the spam direction. There it is. Tank there throwing some mortars on to the base, keeping down those inventory stations. Actually, it looks like they're missing. That spam is going a little bit far. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not connecting directly, but the mortars now taking out the already destroyed V-pad, and with that midfield tower down, I can definitely foresee some problems offensively now for the Unhandled Exceptions. 5 minutes remaining, and judging by the rate of caps, whoever gets the next one's going to win. If this goes into overtime, then again, whoever gets the next one's probably going to win it. But no Hoff over here on the Pendragon side. Absolutely nothing there. Just now looks like getting an inventory station up. They might have foregone with the Hoffs and are going with just pure lights now. I'm not sure if this is a radical change in strategy in the last couple of minutes or what. Well, there we go. Now they have 1 Hoff back on. It's Vang. Vang getting suited up. Another player. Yep, there we go. Just looks like they're inventory stations went down for a brief stint, and they had to play light on flag until they could get their Hoffs back in position. Disc spam from the front, trying to unseat the Hoffs, harass them a little bit, but not enough to really knock off 2 Hoffs. They're going to need to make that big push. Let's head up and see what's over here on the defensive side on the Unhandled Exceptions. Try to pick somebody up. There we go. Back down toward the base. Sensors down. turret is down, MPB down, land spike turrets, lots of them though, on the entire pathway out. They've kept that farmed very well, and Heinebach on the stand with relatively full health, shield pack, lots of juice. He's looking pretty good, looking around, maybe trying to find some of those heavy offense guys setting up to do that dual spam, looking around for him. Don't see anybody in the backfield here lining up blaster fire. No, that's land spike turret fire. That indicates that there's somebody approaching the base looking for him. Looking for the body then. There it is. There's the nice heavy offense body from the Pendragon lined up outside the base. But 4 minutes now left on the clock. VPAT is down and probably got spammed down by that outgoing heavy offense. A little bit of a battle engaging over here. There's a somebody stepping on a mine as he goes for a rear shock lance, turns in the wrong direction, steps on a mine. But 1-1 is the score. Everything tied up, and I thought I saw a strike, but no, that's just the out of bounds grid. And Ryodolog here once again hanging on the periphery. Looks like he's trying to disc down some of these spider clamp turrets. Knocks that one offline. A couple more maybe up on the back he's shooting for. Yeah, indeed, one more there. No, looks like he's already disc spammed that one down. Deployable inventory station, and here comes some nade spam. Maybe the, I don't know, the first sign of the attack. Looking around for the rest of the team, not seeing them though, so looks like Ryodolog just sort of acting out on his own, getting picked up by some light defense. He retreats off towards the backfield. He's getting chased as he goes back there, perhaps. Or no, that's actually an opponent, an enemy player. Ryodolog's actually a lot closer to there, so there's multiple lights now. Look like they're getting set up. Ryodolog charges, takes out the deployable inventory station, and the Hoffs recognize this is probably the start of the wave. Ryodolog now on top of the base, looks like taking some pain. Nades being lined up, concussion grenades expecting to be thrown on that flag stand. Mine discs now the weapon of choice. Here come the nades, here come the cappers. Capper gets the flag up, it falls inside, chucks the flag. He's trying to get it back up on top of the flag stand so it can be grabbed again by a teammate, but it's not going to happen. It falls inside the base, and that is now virtually ungrabbable. No, I take that back. Somebody slips in and picks it up, but it's going to get fall. It's going to fall on the floor, and unfortunately didn't break the lock quite fast enough. It's now outside. Arsenic tried to scoop it up out of the base. Here comes some mortar spam from the top of the key, taking out VPAD there, and it looks like he's taking a bunch of Mindus anchorage there, trying to knock him off, but still got some light defense on him. Mines everywhere, nades. He's whipping out now, trying to knock down this light defense. Looks like he might get him. Indeed, he did. Nice nade fire, but now getting picked up by a spawner. And well, actually, not a spawner. Somebody's got some nades on him as well. Dumping some mortars behind him. Grabbed by Ryodolog. Ryodolog tries to get it outside. He does. Gets that flag outside, but now in terrible shape. He's got missile turrets on him, and he is taken out. Did not have flares. Probably maybe had conks or regular hand grenades to try to clear those Hoffs off. Teammate comes for the grab, doesn't get it. Teammate now kind of just lackadaisically hanging around up in the air. But let's head back over here to the flag area, and let's see what's up. Inside the flag stand area, they've got just on the flag stand somebody out there flying around in a Shrike. Not sure if they're setting up for a cap or just looking to hunt down cappers, but double grabs. Got a grab, and one person trying to get out now. Taken out. Who was it? That was Grad. He tried to disc jump out of the base with it. He is down. Flag lost. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining, and we are looking at a potential another overtime map. Slapdash went to OT, and now we're looking at Death Birds Fly going into overtime. Anchorage, where are you? No idea. Well, Anchorage is down, and on the flag stand is just here, just kind of hanging around. Flag has now got a nice 37 seconds left on it. There's going to be time for one more play. If either team does not get this flag out pretty much instantly and get it on the way home, I think if they get a Shrike pickup, they can actually get it back in under a minute. But we're now approaching the 60-second countdown. There we go. 60-second countdown. Ryodolog makes the final gambit, and he has the disc jump. He is out of the base with it. Ryodolog from the Unhandled Exceptions is tossing flares. Plasma turrets going for him. They miss. Ryodolog's got 50 seconds to try to get this flag back home. There's Shrikes all over on the ground beneath him. There's chain gun fire coming from every direction, but it's pretty far off and it's not connecting. Ryodolog has a lot of speed. He is cruising back home. Ryodolog with the flag. One last chance for a cap if his flag is at home. Ryodolog coming down with it. No, it's grabbed. It's grabbed. He doesn't have a chance to cap. Passes the flag off to a teammate. His flag is going out here with Arvid. Arvid's down. Arvid is down. Repeat, down. Loses the flag. Orion's down as well, though. Grad has lost it. Varkas returns! Varkas returns! And that will have to suffice for an unfortunate Team Inferno denied. Inferno denied. That is it. 10 seconds remaining. One chance at the very end for the Unhandled Exceptions to cap. And it's going to overtime. 1-1 is regulation end here at the end. Well, guys, this should be starting soon. 30 seconds. Well, indeed it is. Let me make sure all my settings are correct, and we'll get this going underway. And this is overtime number 1. Almost wanted to say number 2 for Death Birds Fly. Second map, and it was a tie 1-1 at the end of the first one. So, let's see, which side am I monitoring? Again, I'll run down the rosters as soon as the time in this resets. Hang on, I gotta play with my sound. Again, I'm getting owned by the mixers, all competing for control. Whoa, hang on, sorry. There we go. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. One sec, guys, I apologize. Got some weird mixerness now that T2 TV is trying to play MP3s. Okay, anyway, run down to those rosters for you as we watch Arsenic. On Storm, it is the Pendragons. Map is Deathbirds Fly, Arvid, Mason the Fist, Irish 5-7, Anchorage, Psychotics, Just, Shaggy 1, Monks, Sage Desk, Kobe Tai, got VTech, Dragon Reborn, and Biggs. On Inferno, it is the Unhandled Exception, Shola, 8-7, Ryodalog, Arnie, Humstuff, Heinebaka, Arsenic, Shaman, Killbox, Orion, Neotics, Grad, Freaky, and Codeman. And watching the Shrike duels engage as the players get off towards the midfield section. 3 Shrikes, 4 Shrikes, all within a few hundred meters of each other, as everybody is now running off and doing some Shrike hunting. But Deathbird's Fly has begun. Let's see if we can catch up with the first offensive wave, leaving the midfield towers. Lock onto the... Well, I was going to lock onto something, but looks like I get locked onto Ryodalog anyway. And here comes a nice little meeting here as everybody gets locked up. Got to grab by Mason the Fist. Mason the Fist. The gens are down over here on the... which side is this? This is on the Unhandled Exception side. He comes out and chunks the flag, realizing he can't get anywhere with it. Didn't even have much health, but the flag out in the field. They got a couple lights there. They pick it up and return. Their gens are down. Everything is offline. Hoff still in position. Where'd he go? Did he make it up top? Went for the jump. I didn't see if he made it, though. Yeah, indeed he did. Got to grab that on the other side. Psychotics now, actually, I should say, just slips right past the Hoff. I thought it was a light defense player coming in, but that was actually Psychotics coming in to snag the flag. Flag is now stuck out in the backfield, and here comes another Pendragon player, well, trying to get it. And again, I get locked up over on, let's say this time it's 8-7. But incoming heavy offense going for those gens. The gens are still down. They have not gotten them back up, and now there's more heavy offense streaming into their base. Shaggy 1 now has a grab. Takes a disc jump and trying to get it over the ridge line. Nope, Shaners will get him before he goes too far. Dropped there by Arnie. The flag is disked back down to the side turret here, which is offline, courtesy of the gens being down. And some more heavy offense, I think, now streaming in, perhaps. Now that is a light offense there, trying to pick up the flag out of the field, but it's just going to sit there for a while. Incoming Shrike from behind. Not sure who that was. Let's pick up Ryodalog and might be going for the flag stand here. Charge forward a little bit, and let's see what's up on the flag area. They've got one Hoff on there now, some bodies piled up. They're using the old inventory station, blocking one of the edges, and, you know, as long as the capper doesn't clear, it still works, although it's not as bad as in the first stages of T2, where you could put 4 inventory stations near the flag. I haven't changed the time limit to 15 minutes there. And 2 Hoffs now. They've got God, VTech, and Just, looks like, all over here. Shout out to Just for his script work, which is much appreciated. But who we got here on the flag stand? It's Arvid. They're buying a Shrike. Unhandled Exceptions. Well, that's actually Pen Arvid. Yes, Unhandled Exceptions now on Inferno. I'm getting the names correctly. They're Hoff down right now. They got a light on the flag, and he's taken out by a mortar, looking for maybe some cappers to come in and take advantage. But looks like he missed coming in off the flag stand. Hoff is back in position, and the Hoff takes him out. Heinebaka back on the flag stand quickly, takes out a capper, gets blown off the flag stand by some nade pressure, though. Flag is a little open, looking around for some cappers, not seeing him, though. Might have gotten taken out by that mortar. There he goes. Here comes one capper. He's off the flag stand, lost half his health doing it, though. Arvid comes in, slipping out with the flag, hugging that OB grid out towards behind the base, south part of the map, now heading west as a vehicle pickup might be awaiting him. Shrike trying to go for the pickup, though. He's trying to underrun the Shrike now as he goes for the vehicle. The teammate, someone trying to mind disc that vehicle. He gets into the grav cycle, cruising back home. Into the vehicle is Arvid. Arvid here coming back home. He's in bad shape. His flag Grad is down, loses it. Arvid, it says Shola, but it's Arvid, trust me. Freaky has a grab. Freaky goes down. Arvid here taking his sweet time coming back with this flag again. Don't ignore the little thing that says Shola. This is Arvid. Arvid here with the flag. He's got Shrikes above him. Nobody really trying to pick him up, though. Bouncing and twisting off the ground. Avoids one. Obviously does not want to flip the bike and get it blown up. It looks like it's taking some pain. Might have taken a little bit of damage there. It's still got plenty of energy, though. He bails out of the Shrike and bails out of the Wildcat and lands in a Shrike that was left right in front of him. Coming down. He's in bad shape. Serious critical condition. Cruising back home. Shrikes and Shingham Fire. He is out. Taken out. Arvid down. Mortar turret kills him. Mortar turret kills him. Just down. Just loses the flag next to base. Returned by no, it was returned by, who got the return? Who got the return? It was a return by, oh my god, I can't see it. It's scrolling off the screen. Got VTech. Got one return, and it was Grad. Grad got the return, and ladies and gentlemen, that definitely warrants a, well, let's see, who was what for? Let's see, that was Arvid who almost got it, but Arvid didn't quite, so Arvid there, and that will earn the team Storm denied. So close, and yet so far. Is this? I'm trying to figure out. This is 8 stop 7. He's just right on the flag stand waiting for the return. He's just sitting there, and they don't see him. 8 stop 7 is just sitting there. That's what confused me. Is that's 8 stop 7 from the Unhandled Exception sitting on their flag stand waiting, and they just now spotted him. They watched him what's going on, and Snowcone leave. And Snowcone has apparently infiltrated the server. Not sure. Oh, okay. Not over. I got owned by a grad. I owe grad a BJ, says Freaky. Okay, but we're still going here. 10 minutes remaining in overtime 1, and that for certain looked like a Pendragon cap-out, but some craziness near the flag stand. A Shrike intercepting Arvid, and then a mortar turret taking him out, and then his teammate getting taken out, and grad with the return. I almost didn't see it. It scrolled off the screen so fast. I had to look at the escape menu just to get there in time. But Ryodolog here now making out with the flag once again. Ryodolog chunks it, tosses it. Looks like it's going for the ditch, though. Bounces just away from the lip of the midfield ditch. Scramble for the fallen flag in the field, picked up there by 8 stop 7. 8 stop 7, Dis jumps away with it. He's over 2/3 of his life, lots of speed from the DJ, and continuing on his way. Chainers are behind him, coming back home, chunks the flag off to a teammate, and looks like it's going to get missed. No, he's going to come back and pick it up himself. Nade's behind him, he's down deep into the red, up into the sky. They got one real chance to clean him out. He's going to fall short, doesn't have the juice, tosses the flag to a heavy, and the heavy goes inside, caps. It's over. It is over. The Unhandled Exceptions have defeated Pendragon. That is the match. Game over. And heading back out, guys, this is Nordramor. Things have concluded. The final score 2-0 in overtime 1 for the Unhandled Exceptions, and they win. See you later, guys.